Whoa, hey, thanks for the. I was still doing setup on the thing, but thanks for the follow, David. David Dorcas? Is that your name? I hope I didn't call you Dork, and that's not your name. Hopefully I pronounced it right. Welcome, welcome. I'm being. Yeah, howdy. We're here. We're not playing Last of Us, that's just the background. It might be wild for people that play on the PlayStation 5 era of things, but yeah, there used to be backgrounds you could put on the back of the console, like same thing with PS4, and it's pretty cool. So I had the Last of Us one because it looks pretty dope. But yeah, you're going to be playing a PlayStation 1 game. Of course, if you see the category, it's Chicken Run on PlayStation 1. That's wild. Yeah, PS1 can be played on PS3. Every single PS3 can play PS1 games. Only like the very beginning ones when they first came out could play PS2. I don't have one of those. I've looked into getting them. They seem like to get one that could do that and also have like a decent storage. They usually run like 200 plus bucks, and I can't really justify that, especially because I already have like a fat PS2 that works just fine, and my dad has a slim PS2 that works just fine. So it's kind of like yeah, it's hard to justify mixing the two together, even though I want to. But anyway, we're gonna a preamble here. We're gonna save the chickens. Come on, show the hell. There we go. Hopefully the volume is fine. I didn't get a really chance to test it as much for this stuff, like for PS3 specifically, and especially a game that's from PS1. DreamWorks. SKG. The KGB are after me again, clearly. That's why there's a red star there. If you're wondering, hey, this looks kind of like shit graphics-wise. Welcome to the PlayStation 1 era. Hope you enjoy your stay. Alright. I want to see how this looks for the game audience. It looks pretty good. I mean, I don't think the game's usually going to be this loud, particularly. If I need to bump it more, I can. Hell yeah, dude. What is my experience with Chicken Run? I guess I should say real quick before I start playing it. I played this game a lot growing up as a kid. It's the only PlayStation 1 game I have that still I own on disc. I loved the movie growing up. Very much loved the movie growing up. Still think it holds up pretty well. The premise of the movie. Okay, well, first of all, you see the game here. You're a chicken trying to escape a farm. The premise of the movie is you're escaping a concentration camp, but it's chickens on a chicken farm, and that's not like hyperbole. That's just what the plot of the movie. It's like the Great Escape or whatever. So they made a gameplay style kind of, in some sections, kind of Metal Gear Solid-ish, with like mini games in between of like trying to. These are different ways to try to break out. So yeah, there's that. I felt in the mood to play this because recently, as in on the 15th, right now it's the 20th technically. On the 15th, I watched, or no, sorry, on the 15th, the sequel to Chicken Run Dawn of the Nugget came out on Netflix, and then I watched it 2 days later. So I watched it about 2.5 days ago, 3 days ago, maybe something like that. Better than I thought it'd be. Pretty good, but you know we can talk about that more as I get into it. Yeah, hopefully that tells you my Chicken Run expertise. In time to find out what other people think of Chicken Run, real quick, I'm gonna jump in a voice chat.
Where season 2 will end up, and
Me when season
here's where
2
we end.
happens. Howdy.
Yo, it's
What,
Gypsy.
What's everyone think of Chicken Run, real quick?
I loved
The
it.
movie.
It was
Yeah,
fun.
cool.
I
That's
haven't
good.
seen the new one.
I liked it. It was pretty
There
good.
are chickens and they run.
Yeah, exclusively, yes. They run. They don't do anything else.
No, they don't.
But
They like to fly.
yes, those damn chickens. Yeah, they tried to call it chicken plot, but it didn't work. People thought they were talking about a plot of land instead of evil
The
plotting.
reason why they call it a run was because the run is the part of the caged area where the chickens roam. So it's like a double meaning. It was so clever when I found out
Damn.
about it.
You're learning facts here, straight from the mouth of Sabriel, fellow friend of the stream, Sabriel. Sorry, I'm streaming right now. I just wanted to come bug people about Chicken Run.
Hello, Gypsy's chat.
And
Yeah.
Subscribe and comment and like.
But, I got a follow from someone,
about chickens.
and I think that they might have been a bot. Because
Oh,
as soon as they followed immediately, like 2 seconds after I streamed, and then they DM'd, and then they fucked up.
What a strange moment to say goodnight.
you're going to bed, love?
Yeah, you leaving?
I was just about to say
That's fair. Deathmore, what do you think of Chicken Run before you leave? I gotta know. The world needs to know.
chicken run is fine.
Wow.
Love you.
The worst movie. Yeah. I can't believe you would even compare that piece of shit to the masterpiece of Chicken Run.
See, when I think chicken little, I think of a cat for some reason.
Yes.
And you too can think of a cat with Neko Arc here. Brenya. And I'm Deathmore. Anyway. Yeah, that's pretty fair. You enjoying yourself there, Peach? With your crack rock? He's doing the we forgot the cheese thing, but he said crack or they said crack instead.
It's just the video I saw, and every time I think about it, it makes me.
The goofball freaking out right now is shout out to Peach Coexist. That's fun. Anyway, this game has cutscenes from the actual movie, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, you
And
playing Chicken Run
pictures.
right now?
Yeah, that's why.
Oh shit!
No,
Let's
playing
go
it right
see that.
Yeah. I can level select if I wanted to, yeah. You can
Is that a
save.
Is that a giant chicken?
It's not chicken, but as a fellow bird, I stand in solidarity with my concentration camp brothers and sisters, mostly sisters because most of them are chicken. But there are 2 roosters, so. Also, for those that want to speed run, of course, there's the best time. I actually thought about doing this as a speed run, but I want to see like I need to play the game first to get an idea of like how quickly I could do it. Okay, here's one of my brothers here, Fowler, the crazy ass chicken from World War II.
Discipline in the ranks, that's the only way to win medals.
I like that when it zooms in, it cuts off half his face. That's just on the game. He's a rooster.
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
He's the only rooster on the farm until halfway, or until like a quarter of the movie. Rocky comes flying in. Maybe it might be near the beginning, like closer to the beginning.
The Chicken Run theme song.
Yeah, the theme song going on right now. Yeah. What?
Chicken.
But yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, I can adjust. Let's see what type of adjusting of the screen. How about this, ladies and gents? How about I play it slightly shifted to the right for no reason? Thanks for.
Expansion, Chicken Run.
Have you ever seen the gameplay of this? Anyone?
I have no idea. I didn't even know there was a game.
That was
On-
really quick.
Chicken
I
Run.
think they just freaking put out the new movie recently. Like they've already
Yeah.
pushed out a video game.
Oh yeah, totally. No, this is from PlayStation 1.
Oh, it's the original one.
Yeah. This is as some people call it, Metal Gear Chicken.
Metal Gear Chicken.
So anyway, you gotta love this grainy version of a cutscene from the actual movie.
Those chickens are up to something.
Yeah. I do like that the husband is grouchy, but he's not. He doesn't seem like he's not like overly evil like the fucking like Mrs. Hootie is.
He's what they call henpecked.
I can't say I've heard that word before.
Henpecked is basically a husband that is actually submissive to the wife.
Inbreedable. Sorry.
I was gonna say that.
Anyway. One thing I just want to point out, and I will let you continue after this, all the voice lines in this, for some reason or another, are completely, like, maybe not every single voice line ever, but, like, the most of the voice lines in this are cut off, like, maybe, like, a tenth of a second sooner than they should be. So they all kind of, it's just really weird. Oh, it's been going on the whole time. Shit, alright, hold on.
Aye, that's a thought. We could use that old butter knife from one of the huts, and I'm sure there are some broken shears around somewhere.
Like, that one's fine, but
I reckon if you get me those,
maybe it's specifically, the ones between Rocky and
would they
Ginger,
be just good enough to cut that rusty wire?
yeah, I think these are
Great
fine.
idea, Mac. I'll go and get them, but I'll have to be careful of the dog.
Yeah, see, I'll have to be careful of the dog. It didn't say dog, it's like dog. Anyway, here's it's top down. You get double jump. You hit the action button to activate stuff, and you can take a look at your inventory. Hooray! But
I
oh
love
damn.
looking at my inventory.
Yep. So our plan here is we gotta cut the rusted fence out. How do let me pick that up. So dog is nowhere near the area, of course. As we get close to things, you can see them on the little mini map on the bottom right. For example, I just got the broken shears here, and yeah, you can see them as like blue dots on the mini map there for the things of interest, like this map piece and like the quest items and shit like that. Certain areas you'll get spotted, like this dog, for example. If you get too close, he'll start sniffing at you, and if you get in his line of sight, he'll start chasing you. You either need to get somewhere safe, or like go to a different part of the map, or if you pick up these, I think they're cabbages, you can just like throw them at him, just be a dick. So like if I did this, oh, it's a sprout. Okay, cool. So I could do that. If I walk into the light, I get seen by the spotlight, and the thing tries to chase me. If I walk on metal, same thing happens. So, fun times. The real question is, does everyone here want to feed some chickens?
Absolutely.
Alright, here we go. The chicken feeding minigame. Here we go.
But aren't you the chicken?
Yeah, I'm helping feed the other chickens. You see, the thing about a chicken farm is there's usually more than one chicken, hence the farm.
I don't believe so.
So the idea is you feed all the chickens, and there's a cooldown bar once you start feeding them, and then they just drop eggs. And you need eggs for various shits later on. Fuck. I broke an egg. What a shame. Me when I commit eggicide or something. Chickenicide? I don't know what the word is. Anyway, the fatter one is the one you want to go for. Am I right? Sorry. Because it gives you more eggs, but it takes longer to fill it. So you're swapping between them as you're doing it. As you can tell, I got a silver medal out of it because I'm cracked. But we're gonna try one more just for the prospect of doing gold now. Go for gold, as they say. Brilliant! All these voice lines live in my head fucking rent-free. I'm hungry! Brilliant! Oi, I'm fucking hungry. There we go. Hey, we did it. We got gold.
honor of the occasion, I shall pass
Go for
you
gold,
the
bitch. Anyway. So you can just do that. Later you actually do need to get them, yeah, for the rats. Fletcher and whatever the other one is. Or Fetcher, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember his fucking name. Doesn't matter. Okay. So now we go to Hut 16 to find Babs.
Leave Babs to their fate.
She's the really dumb one. She's the peach. Sorry.
Do you need this in
I'm
here,
sorry,
Bob?
the
Oh,
what?
sorry, Ginger. I don't know where that goes.
Her thing is she's very
Look at this,
empty-headed,
Mike.
no
She's
thought,
not 17, you know.
and like a joke will be or something will be said, and then she'll take a completely different way, and for like comedic effect. So like God, what's a good example? There's actually one in the trailer for the newest film, but if we play the game enough, we'll find one.
I'll manage to avoid the dogs and find the other blade you need.
Aye, that's
See,
brilliant.
as a little kid, I
Well
was
done, Hen.
confused that Mac was,
Now
in
brace from the
fact,
both of
a
you like you
woman,
have through the centre of the two whilst crossing them in a 90-degree fashion like
because
so.
Mac's
Just a wee
coded like a
bit of a tweak
fucking
and hey
nerd.
presto.
But, yeah.
Wire cutters.
And it's like,
Hey,
oh, yeah, no, that
great.
makes sense, because they're all
Mac's also
chickens.
Strong enough.
a rooster.
No, Mac is not a rooster.
Well, remember, it'll only work on the rusty fence
That's
panel.
why it makes sense. Yeah.
Mac is a chicken.
Yes. Yes,
So,
which is
Oh, yes,
why
thanks, Mac.
Mac is a woman.
Now, I have to be able to get through the fence to get things for our next escape
I
attempt.
get it now.
But what then, Hen?
Well, it's a bit
No, I
extreme,
mean,
but if we could disguise
it
ourselves
just be
so
one
that
of
the
those
dogs don't recognize
situations
us,
where
then
your
we'll be able to get everywhere.
misconceptions of, especially with the
I
name.
may be able to dress up as Mrs. Tweedy.
Everywhere I go.
Do you think it's possible?
Hmm. Sounds
Don't
like
say
a tall
people, it's
order to
bitches.
me.
Come on.
Okay.
If you're gonna say if you're gonna sing
Well,
Hollywood
fair
Undead,
enough,
you
but
can't
remember,
you
it'll
can't
only
I
half-ass
work on
Hollywood
like
some
Undead.
Hollywood
clothes,
Undead.
some boots, some gloves, but the key element is Mrs. Tweedy's long dress.
Fucking all right. Let's get a classic Hollywood Undead lyric. Oh. There's two Hollywood Undead songs I have a hard time listening to these days. I actually like quite a bit of their shit, but what? Let's see. Hollywood Undead, Dead in Ditches. Their first like song that came out that wasn't even on the album. It's just like their first single that they dropped because they were a MySpace group. So that's when we ride. That's when we ride on these bitches. That's when we ride. That's when we ride on these bitches. That's when we ride on bitches. You fucking F slur snitches. So don't you try, we're packing nines, we leave you dead in ditches. That's when we ride on bitches, you fucking F slur snitch. Unfortunately, that's the chorus, so it gets played which is a shame. Not not a huge fan of the throwing the F slur, and it's one thing when it's like say Green Day and Holiday, and Billy Joe Armstrong is bisexual, and he's saying it as a way to like critique the American government, because he's not using it in like a hateful way, like he's like making fun of the people that would make fun of homosexuals, but like Hollywood Undead is just like no, they were just using the word because it's like an edgy word to use, and it's like that's not great.
Classic edgy words.
Yeah. So anyway, boots, a dress, gloves, and sticks. We're gonna make if you've seen the movie, you know it starts pretty early on with dressing as a fake Miss Tweety, and so we are, as a good game does, expanding upon the world by showing how this occurred.
If I were you, I'd check round the back of the farmhouse.
Okay.
I
work
didn't
on the
have
details
Hollywood
and I'll get
Undead
everything
in the
we need.
middle of my chicken run
That would be
playthrough
great, Phyllis.
on my bingo
She's
card,
over
but I
in
guess
Hut
we'll
16, and we'll make the disguise there.
Add that to the
Right.
the reference.
I'll take the things over there. Make sure she knows the plan.
So now we have the shears. Now I think it's possible I could lose these if you get captured by the dog or Mr. Tweety or Mrs. Tweety. You do end up losing like an item that you're carrying. So that could be an issue. Oh, here we go. Here's where the spotlight comes in to try to murder us. Of course, the real play here is to take these shears and cut Miss Tweety's throat when she's sleeping. But unfortunately, that wasn't.
That should be the plan.
Yeah, I understand it's a kids' movie and they can't just murder, but was kind of hoping there'd be a bit more murder in my chicken roast.
It would solve a lot of their problems.
Yeah, like there she is right there, that bitch. I'm gonna see if I can throw a sprout at her. I don't think it won't do anything. She can catch you if you get too close, but damn it, you can't like aim it properly. There's another thing about the good old PlayStation 1 games. Not all of them have the best aiming with things. You know, the directional pad, it's not as precise as you otherwise would want it to be. So, of course, we're finding more of the farm. We're right here at the moment. With the colored part of it, but it's fine. Because we went, like, touched the light as we were going up there, we get, seen, and then the dog and Mr. Tweety comes over, but as long as we stay in the corner of darkness, we're fine. Nothing can harm us here. Of course, unfortunately, Dickhead, as I just showed there, turns around and comes after you as soon as you try to leave, so the thing is you need to let them get enough distance away. In case anyone's wondering, there's black bars on the screen, but that's because the black bars also exist on the TV, like on the sides. It's just the way, because of how the emulator works for the PlayStation 3, playing PlayStation 1 games. That's not my doing.
It was your fault, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm a little confused. It's all my fault. It's all my... Shout out to AWOL Nation. It's not your fault. Yeah. Also, one thing that sucks about PlayStation 1 games, sometimes, I can't use the fucking the sticks, L3 and R3. I can't. You know, they don't do anything. We're on the D-pad era of gaming. That's always weird, like going back to Crash 1 when it's like that. It's like, eh. But yeah, here, so you hit square to see the different plans, and you can see one. This is, you know, the idea of what you've done already, and the things that are required of it. It has a single check if you own the item, and it has a double check if you've given the item to the character. Because you can give characters like certain items, like partially, like without having the full thing done. And later on, that becomes necessary in the game. So here's an example of like me having just, you know, have the items. So, you know, if I were a person that was not cracked in this video game, like I currently am, of course.
But you are cracked, so.
Yeah, I am cracked. Absolutely. But, my brain, it stopped working as soon as you said that, so now I can't think of what I was going to say. Something about, like...
That's okay, my brain never works.
Head empty. Yeah, but, you know, if I sucked in that... That's fair. You can just return the items to, Fun Time or something. I don't know, you can return it to one of the chickens, wherever one you have to... You end up having to deliver to different chickens as you go through. Dude, I saw someone... There was like one Twitch clip that was active for this game. Like all the streams and shit were down. But there was someone 4 days ago that was doing a speedrun of this from the Genesis version. Or not Genesis, what is it? Was it Genesis? No, it's Saturn, right? Is that the one? Is that the one that was after Genesis was Saturn?
I have no idea.
Fucking cringe. Oh, there I go, cutting down Miss Tweety's dress, her night dress. That's why you had to have the shears active. That's pretty good. I fooled the dog. See, I brought him closer so that I could jump past him. That's a real speedrun tip and trick. Tip and or trick. So be sure to smash that like. for more chicken running.
Hey, make sure to subscribe and like and comment to GD Gypsy for more chicken run content here every day.
If you think chickens should be forced to
Every
submit,
day.
yeah, every single day. If you don't subscribe to me at youtube.com/@GDGypsy, you think chickens deserve the Holocaust.
Just like start making videos about facts that are not even like real. Like, did you know that Miss Tweety loves, I don't know.
Did you know Miss Tweety has a crippling meth addiction?
Right.
If you pause it right here on frame 5321,
Should we tell the Tweedies
you'll
in
see what
case they
appears to
wonder where we
be
are? Of course
a
not,
needle.
Babs.
A
Now,
meth
what could you possibly
In secret.
use a needle for in a chicken
But we will
farm?
tell the other chickens.
Some might say to give shots to the chickens, but I say she's not that nice. So here's what's really happening. She's injecting herself with heroin. Oh boy, are we ready to override my save file on my memory card slot one?
You say I am, but I'm not.
It's too late, I saved. See, this is a real lesson in life. Sometimes even if you're not ready for something, it ends up showing up anyway. You just gotta learn to deal with it. So this is, of course, the scene from the movie, the famous scene of walking down the street, and the dogs end up attacking you. Now, you could do this legitimate here and win, which only losers will do, and I won't do. In fact, I won't even move at all. I'll probably get attacked by dogs here. Yep. The reason I allowed dogs to attack me, of course, is that it shows me the failing cutscene. You don't get the failing cutscene if you don't lose. So, and this is what canonically happens in the game, or in the movie. Well, yeah, not in the game, in the movie. The plan goes awry, and you get captured and put in the hole.
Hooray for the hole.
Me when I'm horny.
That's
Wait, what do you mean my stream is marked as like extreme profanity? Even on Chicken Run. Even Chicken Run's not safe from me saying fucking shit. So, you could just make it to the end and that would be fine. But, of course, we here at GD Gypsy Incorporated are liberators of the chickens. And all bird-related folk. And thus, it's important that I save as many as I can.
This is good.
Yes. And I saved 24 out of 24 chickens in 55 seconds. So of course, it's odd with this, the idea that you would still lose even though you clearly won. You saved those chickens, they appear to be, like, home free.
I know our last escape attempt was a bit of a fiasco. But Mac and I have come up with a brand new plan. Show 'em, Mac.
Another famous, poorly optimized version of a scene from the movie.
This is us, right? We get in.
This is us, we're a chicken that happens to be a turnip.
And let her go.
I love chickens that happen to be turnips.
Rick, the turnip's bought.
So we got caught once, but of course getting caught there was part of the plan of having the cutscene, so does it really count? No. And if you think it does, then there's the door. Don't bet your ass on the way out or something. I don't think that's exactly how that phrase goes, but we're gonna continue anyway.
I think it's don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. I don't really remember.
I don't know.
You guys might win this Fortnite again?
Probably.
The 1v1.
Tell you what. If a chicken flies in the sky, then you'll win. Oh my god, there's Rocky. who is unfortunately for this scene is voiced by Mel Gibson, of course. But luckily, throughout the rest of the game, is not because they couldn't afford him at the time.
He's too busy.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You've been a wonderful audience.
Yep. But in hindsight, it's cool that he's not in the game because Mel Gibson is not a good person. He's actually an extremely bad person.
We did it. We victory royale with Gojo.
I can't believe someone who's anti-Semitic, like,
win.
He
If
did.
he's
He did. He said.
He did. He won.
oh, congratulations.
Mac, I know our old plan was less than perfect.
You owe your win to
Aye,
Mel
you
Gibson. How do you
did a
feel
good
about that?
plan.
This time I have
I
a number
think,
of
I
escape
guess
ideas.
that's it. My career's
Oh,
over.
I'm impressed. Let's
Damn.
hear them.
Okay. Which
Isn't it
plan
crazy
do you
that
want
someone,
to
though,
try?
that's anti-Semitic plays one of the main saviors of a Jewish Holocaust,
I dropped my
like,
ear
allegory?
ground somewhere, and these things are expensive.
Wow.
Guys, I
Drop,
can't find my.
dropping pills on the ground. You must hate trans people.
Well, my first idea is
Anyway,
to make
let's
a
take a look at
seesaw
the
and
different
launch it
plans
over
we
the
got
hill.
here.
Ah, son of a bitch.
To make a seesaw,
Is that one
we could
actually
easily
gone?
find something
Is
for
that
that.
one? Because I cannot find.
However,
Son of a
there's no
bitch.
way to
Hey,
the
thanks
top
for
onto
the
seesaw and
follow,
just decide
Binary
from
Ribbit.
things.
I like that name, actually.
You find a way then. I think the best
And
place
you
to
know
begin
I
with
like that
is
name, because
to
if I
have a
didn't, I
look.
wouldn't have said anything.
Okay, that
It's
sounds
just,
great.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, which plan do you want
it's
to
good.
talk about?
You know, we here at GD Gypsy Incorporated enjoy frogs as a concept.
I also enjoy
Or,
frogs.
or toads, perhaps. I'm not sure which version of ribbiting you were part of.
Mr. Tweedy has bought some fireworks.
It is
I'll
gone.
bet we could use
Never
those
played the
to
game,
launch
but the
us out
movie
of
was
here.
banging. I agree,
That
the
sounds
movie
a
was
bit
banging.
dangerous. I'll need to
And
do some
the new
extra
movie's pretty good
calculations
too.
to
I
make
don't know
sure
if
we're
you've seen
safe.
it. It's on Netflix or, you know,
We'll obviously
websites you
I
don't
think
have
it's
to pay for.
streaming again.
and a box of matches to light them.
Yeah, frogs are cool. Frogs are cool, I agree. No, so the premise of the second movie, this is of course spoilers for the first movie, go figure. So they get out of the chicken farm. I will not spoil the second movie, but the general premise is that from the trailers, is that they're breaking into a chicken facility. Because and it's called Dawn of the Nugget, and the idea is that now machines, instead of making chicken pies, they're making chicken nuggets. It's like the future is here sort of deal.
Delicious.
And honestly, I think it's a pretty good idea for that this type of film. It's like that's a nice way to bring it like a little bit more modern. It makes sense.
I love chicken nuggies.
Like the
Yes,
Blade Runner
and I
movies.
have an idea of
Yeah.
where to get them.
As this could be dangerously explosive, I think we should store
Yeah,
them all
this
in
pretty
bags
much
and not
follows
search them.
the
Yes,
plot of the
they
first
will be
film.
the safest place. You
The
better warn
main
them to be ready.
character of Chicken Run, like looking up
Okay.
into like a
Which plan do you want to talk
like a
about?
hologram.
Uh,
It's like bisexual lighting.
Cool idea. So a prison break sort of thing. I mean, to be fair, the first one was kind of a bit of a prison break, but yeah, like more so, yeah. In the second one, they're going to save like a different group that's not them. Mostly. That's all I'll say about that. But it was pretty good. I like it. What the hell? When Ginger, that's the name of the chicken here. When she turns her head more to her right, which would be the screen's left here, like her forehead glitches out. There's like a black line on her forehead. Strange. Also, for anyone watching in the future, I'm not normally a big bird. I just decided to show solidarity for my birds. I normally have a bunch of different PNG tuber bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Now I forget which one's actually the right one. There we go. Is this game any good, by the way? I mean, I like it. Now, would I say it's like amazing? Not really, but like a lot of people call it Metal Gear Chicken. Like it plays kind of similar to Metal Gear Solid, at least in some senses. Not like obviously there's no fucking guns. Like I'm not gonna go around and shoot people, but Ginger, more like
Ginger.
gun.
Now we have to get the Nobara victory
I
royale.
have a plan to build a catapult.
So I read the second act of the game, which is like there's 3 different plans you can build. Of course, in the actual movie themselves, they suggest making a catapult, and we could attempt that plan. Well, we have to attempt all 3 plans, unfortunately,
And on reflection, it's probably the
to
better
continue
plan.
onward. But that's fine.
We'll need
But yeah, I probably wouldn't be the
Well,
best one to ask for it, and like whether or not the
a
game's good,
ladder,
because like this is
and some
nostalgia
string.
bait like a motherfucker for me. It's the only PlayStation 1 game I still have the disc for. I actually went out of my way on Macari, and I bought. Someone was selling the disc in the game, and I like convinced them to sell just the case because I already had the game. And I was like, "Yo, can I get like just the case? Because they're not selling it on eBay, or like the people that were selling it on eBay were like selling it like way out the ass." So I bought the case for Chicken Run. So
I also need to find a spoon to dig under the fence where it's soft and muddy.
Once you've explored more of the farm and
see,
collected
why
the
does that? It
things,
cuts off certain
it
lines.
will
I don't
help.
get why.
I think that Hut 15 would be just the place.
Are you mixing?
Okay. Which plan?
Yeah, I guess. Well, it's just like I think Hut 15 will be just the play. Like you got a little bit of the sea,
We'll
but
leave
not
you,
quite.
Ginger, and good luck.
But yeah, you get 10 sprouts per thing you pick up. This is most of the gameplay here. It's just like you run around, collect shit. Of course, now that it's daytime, there's daytime sections, by the way. Wild, I know. You don't get seen by spotlights, but you still get seen by like if you climb on metal, the dogs hear you and shit. So, and as you play more through the game, more sections of the map will open up. Pretty okay graphics for PS1 era, I guess. Yeah, not too bad.
They actually look like the characters, so you know what? That's definitely a plus.
Yeah. I can feel. I don't know if that's just like because of like the disc being old or like the PlayStation 3 being old or what, but it does feel like the game runs sluggish. But yeah, as you continue on with the game, more sections of the farm get open. There's 4 sections total. Of course, if I were to pause the game, what the hell is the button for it? Triangle. It sucks because like the standards for like what buttons bring up what menus is obviously a lot different back here, or but back to the PS1 era than it is nowadays. So things are kind of a little fucked up in that regard. But yeah, for the map, yeah, there's Block A, and right now we're in Block B, but then there's Block C and D. Eventually you get the whole farm. Some of these don't have anything in them. I guess it's just they feel the need. Is the speed run tag in the title a joke? Because I don't see a timer or speed run profile. So the thing is, I mean, is it a joke? Partially, yes, but this is more of like I guess a recon run, if you want to call it that. Like, because I noticed there's only like 7 people registered for the speedrun shit for this game, and it's like, wow, okay, well I could easily make top 10 by just submitting anything. And so I want to play the game first to get an idea of what would be like optimal places to go and such. Like, hey, where do I go for that? Because later on you have to prioritize how you go to certain areas, and so I'd like to kind of get an idea of that. This is just more just like a
Are you ready to make the catapult?
yeah, just like playing it
Yes,
through once.
Ginger,
So
I
we'll see.
know what I have to do. Well done. I just hope I can find everything. I'll be back here as soon as I can.
So this is one of the characters we have to return to. When you look at the plans, they actually tell you what huts to go to as well. Yeah. Apparently someone was, I was saying this earlier, but someone was apparently speedrunning the Genesis version of this, or is it Genesis? What the fuck is it? I said it twice now. Now I have to know, because I'm, like, insane. So it's just switching between huts and avoiding dogs. It's not, you also get to outside parts of the farm, but, like, essentially, like, that's not too far off. Dreamcast, okay, that's what it is, okay, cool. Yeah, someone was playing Go figure, the person playing Dreamcast speedrunning the game has a fucking ginger profile picture. It's funny. Yeah, mad respect, alright. it's easy for people to speedrun. Well, it's not easy, but like it makes sense for people to speedrun popular games. For someone to speedrun a game like this that like no one gives a fuck about, I respect that. There we go.
Somebody asleep.
Yeah, I think Sabriel's asleep. I was like trying to figure out if that was in the game or not. Yeah, there's realistic rain physics. You gotta think with gingers. I mean, you know, I don't dislike gingers. I can't say it's like a specific preference. But yeah, there's some very nice ginger people and some very cute ginger people as well. And then ones that are neither of those things, of course, you know, just as is the thing with many things in life.
Life do be like that.
I'm just gonna mute Sabriel. Once someone falls asleep, they can no longer consent to being on stream.
Well, Ginger, we can always rely on you for a new plan. Max said that you're
Oh yeah, everyone's favorite chicken, Cynthia.
That's right.
I mean, I assume she's in the movie, but like, I don't fucking remember who this is.
Why is she everyone's favorite chicken?
I was making a joke. Like, I don't know who the fuck she is. Of course, if you've ever watched Rugrats, Cynthia is always the. Yeah, see, if you get close to the dog here, it starts sniffing around. If you get too close, then it'll turn around. Oh, what the fuck? What's happening? Twitch. You add 30 bits to... Oh, okay. Twitch adds more bits. Okay. Well. Holy shit. Thanks for the 300 bits, man. There's Block D, by the way. Let me get somewhere where I'm not going to immediately die here.
I forget
Okay, so...
it's little slot machine.
I like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I was glad to get the audio for working with that, too. Or the, sorry, the video working with that, too, because I just had the audio for a little bit. So that's like a Twitch official account, huh? That's weird. First time chatter, thanks. Anyway. Yeah, thanks for the, okay, so it was 45 bits and then it was 300. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I think that might put you in first place for bits. Yeah, you're first place in bits. Congratulations. Welcome to the, being the king, queen, or other royalty of the castle. Ah, fuck. Sorry, I started looking. I started looking at chat. I'm not blaming you, but.
Can't believe you guys.
So anyway, so I did that on purpose, of course. A dog caught me, and you lose the spoon. So you lose one of the items on your person. So I definitely did that on purpose to showcase what would happen. Never would I do that on accident. Oh, those dog's teeth look funny. Yeah, they look a bit weird. It's I tell you what, as a kid, oh boy, scary. These days, not so much. I also, to be honest, I don't remember what hut this fucking spoon was in, so we're gonna have to go through the huts again. I know it wasn't in, like, the first zone. I forget which of these other zones it's in, though. Wow, world record holder. G Gypsy bits? Hell yeah. Any percent run for the bits leaderboard. I'm gonna put you on the list now. Okay, so it's not this hut, it's not the hut directly behind us that we're just in. So I'm thinking it's one of these other two huts. It's probably hut 6. Let me hear you say this shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Peach. Oh yeah, the other person in the... I have other people in my Discord called that I crashed, you know, rain in the parade, or whatever the phrase is.
Hello.
So this is Peach Cola Exists, fellow Twitch streamer. PNG / VTuber, usually more VTuber these days. Funny women. Gremlin, yeah. each of these dogs have a set path every time you enter a new area as well. So that ends up being a whole thing. I usually try not to waste the sprouts, which are the thing in the bottom left, to distract the dogs, but to be honest, you never use them for anything else, and so there's no point in not doing that. And so if I were to, like, once I'm done with this run and I actually decide to, on another stream, go for an actual... yeah, their teeth do look weird, actually. Yeah, see. I wanted to see that. Definitely didn't...
Little JPEG teeth.
yeah, definitely didn't take too long to get over here and then just get chased anyway. But yeah, that gives a general idea of, like, what I want to do for that, and then I probably will use sprouts like a motherfucker when I'm actually playing. Like, I don't have any, like, idea that, oh, I'm definitely gonna hit this fucking, you know, I'm gonna become #1 speedrunner galore.
Nah, I'd win.
But, yeah, I wouldn't mind, like, trying, you know, a reasonable amount to see, like, what the best I could do is.
You can do it.
Like, without spending fucking years of my life. Oh, there we go. We found the spoon. Alright. So we're just gonna equip the spoon. Of course, if I can find out what button it is to equip the damn spoon. Was the route that the world record holder does not optimal because you are finding it out on your own? No. Okay, so I haven't seen the video. I only went to, like, speedrun.com and I saw that there was, like, 7 people that had done it. And regardless, I mean, I don't know about, like, the route seems, I would say, it's probably pretty consistent. Oh, yeah. Here's where all the fucking audio cuts out, by the way, at the end of, like, every sentence.
From around the edge of the farm.
Sleep tight, Angel Face. The rock's on the case.
It doesn't even say case. It's just the rocks on the case.
How about that? Well, how about
So that's pretty weird. Who needs audio anyway? I agree. This game couldn't afford Mel Gibson, but you know where the audio, where the budget went to? The audio mixing.
Well, how about that?
Well, hell, yeah. Yeah, get wrecked, dog. So of course there is mild platforming in the game. And is it good platforming? Well, buddy boy, let me tell you, the answer is no. But, you know, I mean, here's the thing, right? If you're looking for a game that, like, controls well enough, and you like Chicken Run, so you want to, like, play through the movie of Chicken Run, then yeah, this would be the game for you. Like, that's pretty much the only criteria, I guess.
Are you the biggest Chicken Run fan?
Yeah. Did you really like Chicken Run growing up?
Well, do I have a game for you?
There's platforming on the box. We can say we have it. Yeah. This that part of it becomes important later because we end up trying to take the engine out of the tractor to make a different thing later on. I wonder what it is. I can't imagine what big item would need an engine. That happens at the end of the movie, but yeah, so we'll be back here later. But as you can tell, I'm picking stuff up. There's only 6 items I could possibly have in my inventory. What the fuck? Did I just find... Yo! Okay, so you can just glitch through this one wall here. Welcome back to Finding Glitches with GD Gypsy in Chicken Run on PS1. If you go into the farmer's work area, you can glitch into this wall here by his tractor. As Rocky. This looks weird though, with the fucking, just like his entire face is out, or his entire body's in there, except for like just a little bit of his arms and legs, and then like the face especially. Oh, dude, look at it. His eyes are like, that's weird. His eyes, I don't like that when he like looks up. It's like they're kind of glitching to the wall, but not quite. This fucking, I hate this. This is like a dead chicken that's like stuck in a wall and it's just saying like, kill me. It's like, can I zoom in? Hold on, let me showcase this a little bit better on stream. Where's the video capture? There it is. All right, so I'm gonna hit myself after this, but yeah, we're gonna here. There he is, right there. Hope everyone enjoy.
Thank you. That's terrifying.
See, I could do it better. Hold on. Welcome back to my speedrun of Chicken Run. As you can tell, Rocky's been in a bit of a sticky situation. We're gonna zoom in on the depressed chicken. Yes, this is unfortunately a depressed rooster here.
This is his fate.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm an American, part of a what's the word? He's part of a circus, right? He gets shot out of a cannon, but now he's stuck on a concentration camp in England. So not a great time for old Rocky boy there. Don't mind me, I'm just filling in dead air while I try to fucking resize this back to what it was. I have to drag and drop this whole thing. Yeah, oh well. Never mind. Get it? The joke is there's a song. Not really, it's an album. Show to Nirvana.
Is that another song reference?
No, that's an artist reference. If I just said a specific song. I guess if you want, we'll count as a reference because then I'll do whatever, never mind, which is lyrics, of course, from Smells Like Teen Spirit. The well, whatever, never mind. With the lights out, it gets dangerous. Here we are now, entertain us. It's dangerous. Hold on, do I have that as a fucking thing, right?
You do. You should.
I do, yeah.
It's dangerous!
Hooray.
It's dangerous.
Dexter Scream. I love Dexter Scream. We here at GD Gypsy Incorporated are big stands of Daxter, the Otzel from Jack and Daxter. Let me, yeah, Daxter does have that effect on people.
Sends chills down my spine just thinking about that also.
Anyway, here's the normal PNG tuber I have. The furry action going on here. Anyway, here's what it normally looks like. All the various versions of Lovely Boy, my OC, Orion the Otzel, and then smug versions of him. Yeah, we'll rock him for a little bit. Why not? Yeah, that was definitely the most useful glitch, though, 100%. So I'm going to continue onward here. I want to see if there's anything worth a damn. Damn, I lost the pram chassis. You just pick randomly which one you use? Yeah. Yeah, I kind of just dick around, whatever one I feel like at the moment. There's really three distinct ones, right? There's like this one here, which is like the OG one that I use, and that one, like it's actually pretty like high quality, yada yada. Looks very much like the character is supposed to look like. Then there's the version that's kind of like shitposty, based more on like Neko art, which is anime fun times. So it's like the two mixed together. This is done by friend of the stream, Jess West, which I love this one quite a bit too. It's a little off, like there is more underneath it, but it's a little off screen. Oh yeah, I can have a knife as well. But, more fun anime bullshit. That one's more like cartoony, I guess, is a way to say. It's more anime, like exaggerated. So sometimes I feel like using that one, sometimes I don't. Same thing with like the main one. Sometimes I want it more like a relaxed, like the Otzel thing. Sometimes I don't, sort of deal. Fucking damn it! I should really name these better so I can easily find what the hell I'm looking for. Which that would of course make sense, but who needs to make sense in this crazy world? And then there's, yeah, then there's the shitpost one, like this one that is just a monstrosity. I hate this one.
That's a good one.
I didn't commission this. This was just made for me and then I was like, I hate it. It's like a swole version of me. And the only thing, eventually I was like, wow, I hate it. Hey, can you make like 2 different versions of a mouth and eyes so that I can just use this as a PNG tour? But then yeah, so there's that. I consider that one part of the shitposty ones, and so I have that on the list of like with the one like Garfield, Shin Nohara from Shin-Chan, Big Bird, which is the one I was using before, Chomosuke from Konosuba, and Neckwork. None of these are professionally done ones except for arguably this one, the Ryan Knotzel one. All these other ones, all you have to do is just find 2 different pictures that like convey the idea of movement, so that when you connect them together in the program, it like works. So you know they're not nearly as fluid, but it's kind of the point. So yeah, that's fine. Like if we're looking for like
Background of your stream. I'm sorry.
there, each dying slowly in the background. But yeah,
It's me.
this one is by far the most fluid one, of course, that tries to look like actually doing. Do these cost a lot since you have so many? All the shit posty ones besides the one I hate, Flash Love, is were free. I just found those. This model cost $70 to get like, it's like the base model, and then you connect like the arms and the mouth and the eyes, and because there's multiple versions. How it works is that you put 4 different versions. Technically, you can only get by with just 2 versions, or even 1, I guess, if you want to be nasty. Congrats. Praise Rocky the Rooster.
We got the Nobara win now.
Praise Rocky.
This game is doing. Now I just need to get my hands on Yuchi.
Here, I'm trying to think of what the hell I have to do to get this to work. Do I have to push this? Okay, you know, I think I have to push this later. Is that what I think happens here? Anyway. Do you know the in-game items, or can you lose one? Well, if you lose them, you could just refine them, but yeah, you need like every like main in-game item. You technically don't need the map, or like the extra things like the pictures and such. But, because those are just like bonus material. Speaking of bonus material, that was a soundboard from Peach Cola. And that's not just a random sound, that's actually Peach yelping.
I made that sound involuntarily.
Involuntarily, not involuntarily.
Whatever, you know what I mean.
Okay, so I figured out Blue's Clues, don't worry. One thing I would say, like as a kid, I tried so much to get this, and it's really hard to get that angle because the camera moves as you're trying to jump, but you can technically make it that way. My dumbass didn't know as a kid that you just have to push this down over the top. As an adult, it seems pretty easy to figure that out because it's like, why would that thing be up there otherwise? But... and to be honest, I forgot that was even up there until I got up there because, like, again, as a kid, I did this part so many times just jumping across. That's fine. Ideally, what you want to do as Rocky is you want to get every item in a specific area as him, so that you only have to do it in one go, so you don't waste your time doing it multiple. Oh yeah, the other cost. Yeah, so the other thing cost, technically the other thing was made for free. Jess made some stuff for Peach's avatar, the other person in this call here. I thought it was pretty cool, and I had mentioned that I thought it was cool. And then Jess, the Mad Lad, of course, decided to make... He made a concept one, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then he just made, like, all of them, and I didn't ask. Like, he just did it. And then I kind of felt a little bad, so I paid him $20. Because, yeah, gotta pay the artists what they're, you know. Oh wow, that was a nice one. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Actually, he made one for one of our other friends too. A friend of the stream, Johnny Mortem.
I found this for the catapult. Perfect. That's just what I need. No problem.
Of course, I'm biased. I think the one that was made for me is the one that looks the best, but that's probably my bias showing. As a kid, I used to play a game halfway and I get stuck and start over. Yeah, that's fair. A lot of people do that, of course. I can't tell you how many times that, like, this will show up in the, I think it's in the third act specifically that this part shows. I'm gonna try to unplug this controller because I'm kind of getting sick and tired of. Please tell me it's charged enough. I don't want to have to fucking. Thank you. God damn. The way I've been sitting to fucking play this game has been really annoying because go figure, I haven't touched my PS3 in like 3 months or something. So like the controller was just dead.
The dog's nearly got me, but I found some fireworks for you. Well done, Pez.
Um,
Are those dogs coming to see the fireworks too, then? No, Babs.
yeah. See, that's an example of Babs. I was
They're
saying
on
that where
escape.
she's stupid.
Now, I have
Of
to
course,
find
the
the
idea,
matches.
like why would the dogs want to see the fireworks? And of course, the dogs are trying to like keep you oppressed and maybe kill you. But anyway, there's a specific part later on in this game that's very what's the word? Joke's on you, fool! I made it to the safe zone. That's very. It was really difficult for me as a kid. I could never get past like doing it the bronze time for the medal. I'll be honest, I don't even remember. I think there might be a platinum medal, platinum medals in the game, but I don't know. Alright, here's where the movies show up, by the way. The boss intro, boss failure, Act 1 complete, Act 2 intro. It's really weird because Act 1 is the only one that has a video associated with it for losing specifically. So that's why I feel like it's worth losing the first one because you don't get it otherwise. And some of these pictures, these are some pictures from the movie that you find around around the way. Just and that's it. Oh, they just ripped it from the movie. Yeah. I mean, I suppose if you have a licensed game, that's kind of like the whole point, is to. Okay. See, she's thrown a. This is her in the hole, which I mentioned before. Like in the, like, oh, it's a prison in the hole, and then like here's all the scratch marks on the side to show how long I've been in there. But she's throwing a sprout here, which is why I assume the game has you having sprouts as like a throwable item to distract the dogs. Rocky the Flying Rooster. These definitely look better when in the picture form, I gotta say, when there's not a bunch of movement to them. Now here's this psycho bitch. I could go back and do the other stuff in these, of course, if I wanted to. I remember it being a sprout, but I don't remember a lot, to be honest. I mean, I don't either, but like I just noticed that there, specifically when I'm looking at it, it looks very much like a... I mean, it could just be like a tennis ball or something, I don't know, but like... It looks like how it looks in the game, so like in the game calls it sprout, so whether or not that's actually the case, I don't know. That would make sense for a farm, but yeah. Yeah. Can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. I lied to all of you. I'm not in fact the gingerbread man. I'm sorry.
Fucking liar.
I trusted you. You piece of shit.
Did.
How could this happen to me?
How did this happen to me? I made my mistakes.
Fucking, I'm trying to do a command in the chat. Stop being stupid and go into a different tab. Reference. Whoever thought of World War II Great Escape with chickens is a genius. I agree. Here's another classic where it cuts off every fucking line.
Rocky,
Your baby doll.
we need objects from around the farm.
Sleep tight, Angel Face. The rug's on the case.
Just slightly, like enough to be noticeable. At the very least, when you notice it once, you like notice it throughout. Or maybe I've just played the game so much, like I have nothing to like pay attention to otherwise, and so now I notice like all the minute bullshit. But it's not like, I mean, it's a bit hyperbole to say like every line, but like a lot of the lines are fucking cut off for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, there's later sections for this that are very like here's a fun one here. Luckily, we don't need the rats yet. We do eventually need the rats, and the problem is you need to give them. They always take 6 eggs, no matter what, to get items, and so because you have to do the egg minigame every time to do that, the idea is to like you only want to do those parts when you do it because you want to try to get as many things as you possibly can. So you get the 6 eggs, and of course, if you get caught by the dogs and you lose an egg, and it's worthless because you can't just do fucking 5 eggs. Like the mice won't take it, or the rats won't take it. And of course, some of you might be thinking, well, how did Miss Tweety not just see you there? And to answer the question, I don't know. She's stupid. She's a big stupid idiot. So yeah, we're just pushing it, of course. Why this one needs to be dragged all the way across slowly as opposed to the other ones that got pushed like fucking one time. I couldn't tell you either. She's counting her money. Yeah. She's girl bossing her way to victory. So yeah, I didn't want to risk running out there while she's doing her rounds there because that would have been a potential issue. So we just wait for her to come back. You can see her on the minimap. She'll turn around eventually. There she is. Maybe I'll decide to get caught by her after I deliver some of this shit. Because I think I should get caught by each of the main characters once, just to showcase like how different it is for each one.
Rocky,
Obviously the dog I've been caught
Hey, good
multiple times, not on purpose.
Dollface.
That was one that always bothered me specifically. Good things come to those who wait, Dolphin. It's like it doesn't work. It doesn't work when it cuts off. One thing they did with this game specifically for you to get an idea of how to know which huts you had to go to is there's like a little wrench painted on the outside of the hut to let you know there's a plant there.
Oh, thank you, Ginger. I'm getting a bit nervous.
Don't worry, you'll love it, and we'll all be free at last.
All right, then. It'll be nice to see a few fireworks, won't it?
Yeah, their teeth are so fucking uncanny in this game. Okay, so fire the chicken through any gaps you find. So there's various things that open up for gaps that you can shoot the fireworks into. The problem is after you shoot enough into a very specific spot, it becomes difficult to follow up with those because they start opening less and less. So you want to try to like mix it up as reasonably as you can. Oh, it's inverted controls. Fuck. Why is it inverted controls? Yeah, I think you can fit about 3 per thing before it stops doing it. So it'll show you the tick marks for how many you have to do. Fucker. Yeah. Okay, knowing the timing on some of them can be a little annoying, I gotta say. Yeah, sometimes you're just shooting to hope that it opens up in another one. Damn it, I'm hitting the side of it. I'm blowing it, I'm blowing it. What do you get if you do more? I'll be honest, the only thing you get different as far as I'm aware is you just the medal that Fowler gives you at the end is different. And he has a little bit nicer dialogue depending on how far you get. I'm gonna attempt that one more time. I am curious if there's a platinum version of it. There's bronze for just passing it. There's silver for, you know, getting a certain amount past that, and then gold for getting a certain amount past that for each one of these.
You just killed that one. I want to even make it in.
No, he ran back. Look, you can see them when they fail. They run back.
I can't believe they're dead.
Look, see, that one failed. Watch, he'll run back. See, look, they all come back. It's fine. This is what I meant earlier about, like, if you go to the same one too many times, they just stop opening them, which is cringe and stupid. Fuck. I'm doing terrible. But yeah, of course, the smartest way to do this is just to spam the fuck out of it, because there's no penalty, really. Don't give it up, Luffy, dreaming.
Dreaming, don't give it up, Zoro, dreaming.
No, Zolo.
Zoro
It's-
or Zoro?
It's supposed to be Zoro, but because they didn't want to deal with the potential licensing issue, because there is obviously a person called Zoro, you know, like the swords person, even though it's spelled differently, they called him Zolo for the English dub. To avoid licensing issues.
Turning effort.
So 100% speedrun would be held probably. Well, the thing is, so the problem is with something like this, for example, you would have to wait out the timer regardless. So this is what happens when you get silver, so, you know. He congratulates you, but it's not as big of a congratulation. It's not like, oh my god, you're fucking cracked, man. Knowing the spacing for some of these as well can be kind of an issue. That is fair.
4 in the morning.
Crime doesn't sleep for anybody. Oh yeah, this other friend of the stream. Say hi. You don't have to. I don't need to force you to do whatever you don't want to do. It's fine. Sometimes I say the funnies. We all will disappear. The fragility of life, baby.
Not that
It sucks.
I'm gonna get you in the bed. Good night, guys. Good night, Disney chat.
Good night, everybody.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to drink your water. I will come after you. Alright. Have a good night, everybody.
That's fair.
Wizard show, boy.
So I assume Sabriel's probably still asleep, so we're gonna see. Yeah, I assume so. Alright. We'll disconnect from that voice call, and we're solo. We're a solo act yet again. Yeah, but you would need the best medals for all of them, probably. Well, the thing is, you don't actually... I can hear a gremlin very far away, but can't hear what they were saying. Well, one person had their shit pretty quiet. I'm hoping that I didn't have the other person turned down too much. If I did, then whatever, it's fucked. Did you hear the thing about the person saying that they were gonna, you know, drink water and that they're gonna go to bed? And shit like that. If not, then I had them turned up on my end, but not enough for the thing. I only heard goodnight. That's actually, you know, I should have had it higher because normally I have the stream turned up to. Yeah, I think that was my mistake there. Yeah, normally I have this turned up to 40%, or 40 volume, and I had it only to 20, so that would probably be the issue. Oh well. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright. This is what the restart button's for. But you notice at the end of the previous one, not the one I just did, but the one before, certain things, just every other option there just started not being able to be opened up at all. Yeah, so you can get a comfortable 3 in there, sometimes 4. Yeah, actually, you know, I could do a shout out. Peach Cola Exist. Yeah, that's the person. I did a shout out earlier, but you know, we get 2. It's fine. If I'm gonna be sitting in their Discord server, the least I could do is do a shout out. The other person wasn't a streamer, so there's no point in shouting him out, but... Fucking damn it. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Like, you can see when it's, like, not gonna open at all, it stops shaking, but, like, sometimes it's hard to tell, like, right away on that. Well, like, the thing is, I'm trying to get it to... Does the hat turn into a plane at the end, or do you get a cutscene from the movie, by the way? Oh, does the hut? Yeah, so that's the thing I was talking about earlier about getting the... What do you call it? Getting the tractor engine thing out. You use that to make the plane at the end. I just want to see if I can get to... There's a very particular amount I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to see if I'll platinum. Come on, open up one more time. I can beat this if you open it up one more time. Okay. I think it's pretty safe to say that the game doesn't let you get past 50. Or I was trying to get to 50. I don't think the game lets you get past, like, the certain amount. It just closes it off after a while. So I don't think there is a section past gold. I wasn't 100% sure, but I wanted to double check that. I'm actually not sure what 100% of this game entails for speedrunning purposes.
The idea was good. I promise. Blooming heck! Well, don't blame me if I chicken out.
Don't blame me if I chicken out. I didn't actually mean to walk up to it. I didn't realize it immediately started it again, so what I'll do is I'll just quit out of it. You can replay these, obviously, if you want, both from, like, during the acts and doing the level select afterwards. Fuck you, get sprouted. Probably all medals and bonus pictures, I guess, from what I saw. I mean, that would make the most sense to me. I would imagine the bonus pictures, all the map. Obviously, you have to, and then you have to beat the game, which involves getting all the items and such.
Oh, heck. This is hut 15. You don't need this in here, do you?
Sorry, I don't. I'm in charge of the catapult. Max told me what to do. I'm so excited. You could always check with Mac to see where that's needed.
Okay. My dumbass forgot to collect the other thing at the other part of the farm as Rocky, so that's my bad. I'm gonna return this to the other hut, but yeah, there are cutscenes, or there's dialogue in the game if you end up bringing the wrong item to the wrong hut. and then they'll remind you what the item is that you need to bring to them, or at least the types of items you need.
Here's the big weight you wanted. Brilliant!
Here's the big weight you want it.
And go we will. All of us. Come on.
Every freeze frame they do with their fucking mouth open is just horror feel. This one, honestly, this is kind of my least favorite one in the game. It's very finicky. So you move it with the left stick to like get the bar in terms of how much power it does, and you also do it in terms of moving it left and right. There seems to be really like two main areas. There's like kind of the closer, which you don't really mess with it at all. And then there's the further away one that you put it like full power. And sometimes you can kind of get the in-between as they're walking back and forth. But those tend to be like the two main types of power. And then sometimes they just do this shit. It's literally impossible to go over that. There's nothing you can do. It's not doable. And this is why I don't like it. So this might end up failing. Now, whether or not there might be an argument to be made that maybe I just have to wait it out the whole time. But it's a very dumb mechanic.
Well done for getting a few chaps over the fence. Have a bronze.
Yeah, have a bronze medal. Okay. Like, the thing is, I actually wouldn't even mind too much if they just went off screen for like half a second or something, you know what I mean? But the fact that they stay off screen for so long, it's like, as far as I can tell, it's mostly randomized. It's just really annoying. Like, it's not fun to play, it doesn't, like... There's no way to fix it. Like, there's nothing player skill related, which just makes any sort of thing frustrating when the player has no input on being able to do it. Yeah, RNG, but yeah. It's not even like RNG you can work towards your favor, though, which is like, as far as I'm aware, which is annoying as fuck. So it took me getting used to the... Fucking really? Come on, come back. Asshole. Damn it. I can get gold, and I am going to work towards getting gold.
Quite a damp hand with a seesaw, what? I award you a silver medal.
I can get it. This one has a lower threshold than the previous mode. I had to get, like, what is it, 40 to get to gold, whereas this one looks like I'm only going to have to get to 30. Yeah, as you can tell, the items that you collect are very, it's obviously simple shit, but it's shit that does make sense for whatever plan you're trying to do. So for this one, for example, we got the weight to be able to, you know, use as a pulley system. And then we got the seesaw part of it, or whatever the fuck. Yeah. Sometimes, like, a lot of times you're trying to guess where they're gonna go, and it's, like, kind of not the easiest to guess. But, like, this is fine. Like, I can deal with this, as much as it's annoying. Like, at least I'm not going, like, huge stretches of, like, never having a chance to get it. Damn it. So I guess for all intents and purposes, this will be like considered a 100% run. A 100% chicken run. But no, not in terms of like speed running, but like in terms of just like playing it anyway. But yeah, I would like to at least do one attempt of like a speed run later on down the line. I don't think I'm gonna do it specifically tonight. Damn it. I keep overestimating when they're gonna, like, or I keep wrongly guessing when they're gonna be going further back, and that's screwing me up. Which is not the game's fault whatsoever, it's just something I'm doing to myself as I'm trying to do this. Damn it, one more and I got it, there we go. Okay, and I got it. Congrats me. Is this your first? Well, like a speed run? I mean, obviously I'm not doing it right now, but yeah, I mean, I guess this would technically count as like a first like attempt at like actual speed running, not counting like certain trophies require me to. An example would be like, I guess, what is it? Limbo requires you to beat the game. No, that's without a certain amount of deaths. What is it? Little Nightmares 1 requires you to beat the game within a certain amount of time, an hour. So like that would be like a speed run, I guess, in a sense. And other games require certain trophies like that. I'm mainly a trophy hunting channel, but sometimes I play shit that I enjoy quite a bit. I should have removed the first playthrough tag, I guess, when I did this, but it's, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, for example, like here are some of the emotes I have. 3 of these are follower emotes, the bronze, silver, and gold. So you can just do those whenever. Platinum is a subscriber one because platinum trophies are like, you know, obviously the big deal. They're the 100% of the game trophies. Okay. Now we can take a look at the plans real quick here. You'll notice I've done 2 out of 3 of them. And for the catapult specifically, I already have a couple, like 1 or 2 of the items. So you tried 100% items. Yeah, generally speaking, yeah.
Everything's coming up Millhouse!
Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, hey. Everything did come up, Millhouse. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it very much. Now you get access to other fun emotes such as me raging and me looking jaded, me being sad, me being happy, me being bored, mad, and really everyone's favorite, and by everyone I mean me and probably a few others, the smug emote, which is like the fucking that's just the smug face. I made that emote in the sense that I just like took a picture of the smug avatar face. Actually, I can show that right now. It's 9. There we go. It's on. Yeah, this is the face right here. I just took a yeah, I just like cropped part of it out, obviously, for an emote, and it looks so fucking good. It's big fan. So enjoy. Somehow I missed that. See, yeah, sometimes if you're not going around certain spots, you'll miss parts of the map. As you can tell here, I have most of the map done. There's nothing at the bottom left. There's nothing at the right and left. There is block D, and then there's the like outside part of where block D is, and I think that's it. I think it's just 2 pieces. It could potentially be 3, but I'm almost damn certain it's 2. Yeah, speaking of Prime, since you have Prime, make sure you the game that's available this month is a game I was just playing like a few days ago. Deathloop, right? Is that what it is? Is it still Deathloop, or did that just disappear? It might have disappeared, but I was pretty sure it was Deathloop. But yeah, that game's pretty cool. I'm a huge fan of Dishonored, and so I was really hyped for Deathloop. Took a while to get through it because you know, backlog, yada yada.
Rocky!
And I was playing a little bit of it, and I very much enjoy it. The idea of the game is that you have to try to break the loop, which is, you know, like a Groundhog Day loop, by killing. Oh, this is what it looks like when Miss Tweety catches you. By the way, I was trying to show the case of that. She just says chickens, and then she like stares at you disapprovingly. It's one of the only times in the game where you get like an actively good look at her face because when you're playing as the chicken, you're usually so low down on the game that you don't get like a good look at. The Mr. Tweety is not out right now, so I can't really do anything with that. This is the part I forgot to do though. I forgot to come over here specifically. There's actually two things over this way. First, the dog is on that racket thing.
How about that?
And likewise, we have to... Okay, yeah. The dog took the bone, and unfortunately, we need the bone because the idea is you trade the bone. Yeah, as long as you're not going on specific surfaces like the wood or something, you actually sneak past certain things. Because the dog is presumably sleeping, from what I gather. Damn, dude, I want to hit circle so bad to back out of things because so many games have you hit circle to back out of things. But the actual button is fucking triangle, which is so weird. There we go. So we're good there. The next part of the game has you come back here, and it's where the eggs start coming into play. But yeah, Deathloop's cool. That's the game in terms of the channel that I'm trying to. I'm more than likely gonna 100% it. I'll try trophy hunting games even if I don't 100% them specifically, just because I enjoy playing the games. Rocky. Like, what's a good example, I guess? Puyo Puyo Tetris. I originally, before I was streaming, I played the first game, and I made it through, like, the first act of the story. And so, you know, I like Tetris way more than Puyo Puyo, but Puyo Puyo is alright. It's not like... Damn. So, they're only gonna go if they see you actively throw it. So that's good to know. I dislike Prime for not giving me a choice on the platform, though I'd like to have my games on Steam for achievement hunting. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
At last, I found everything you need.
Brilliant! That
Brilliant!
finishes off nicely.
Is the catapult ready to go?
Yes, it's outside facing the lake now.
Brilliant! She says that line when you're doing the egg thing, I showcased that earlier. There's just certain lines that's just like a... So this one's a bit weird. It has the power meter, but the thing is, specifically, you have to land on these items in the water. It's kind of hard to... Like, you have to get the timing right, of course, which just requires a little bit of playing the game to get used to, like, when you have to throw it. So because I haven't played the game in a while, I might mess up the first attempt, but I should be able to get it pretty easily by attempt number 2. Usually, from what I recall, I liked specifically going for ones that were further away. Because that one was just... Those ones were, like, easy to go for, due to the fact that they were just, like, you could full power the fucking thing and be fine. And then I would usually go for the ones that were, like, not full power, but the ones that were right in front of me. If they were just directly in front of me, because then I could, like this one, for example, right? Because I could time it out relatively easily. Like, timing it when they're close to you is kind of weird to me. I don't know, my brain, especially right now. Oh, dude, that's cool. Yeah, I've never noticed that before. If you throw a chicken on the same platform as the chicken was just on, it'll fucking throw the other one off. But yeah, you have to hold the power back to be able to even make the ones that are close to you. But yeah, luckily it'll wait for you even if you haven't made it yet. It'll showcase like the different chickens you put on there. Are all minigames just throwing chickens? Yeah, I mean pretty much. You're just trying to throw them out. So the first minigame is like Act 1, the ending one, which is you in the Tweety dress trying to like escape the fucking thing. But these next 3 are very exclusively just like throwing chickens in some form or fashion to get them to escape. And then the last ones are not, though. Like, there is a minigame for feeding chickens. You need those for the eggs, specifically for like the rats, to because they want to eat the eggs. I'm fucking terrible at this. Holy shit. I apologize for anyone and everyone who thought I would be able to accomplish this in a reasonable amount of time. I did not. What the fuck? Okay, that last one on the red container I just tried to make, I don't know why that one missed. That was fucking weird. What? Weird. Strange. That one made sense why I missed though, like 100%. This is usually why I try to go for the ones further away, because it seems like they're more consistent about landing. It could just be my bad aiming, and I think that's part of it, but it is awkward to aim this thing, though, to be fair. But yeah, there's a minigame later for when you're trying to... Actually, I would say... Every single minigame on Act 3, specifically, has nothing to do with throwing chickens. Did you ever play Bugs Bunny Lost in Time? That was basically the game I used to play as a child. I don't know if I've ever played a Bugs Bunny game, specifically. I'm aware of some of them, like on... I like a Birthday Blowout and shit like that. One on the Game Boy. What is Lost in Time on? Like, what platform? Most of the games I played growing up were, like, my generation of games were mostly PS2. My parents did have an NES and an N64, and we did have a PS1 at one point, so there were like a few games off of that, but mostly it was like PS2, NES, and N64. Didn't have an SNES, never had it. Never had a GameCube. I have had a Wii, and I've had PS2, PS3, which I'm playing on right now, PS4, PS5, PSP, DS, Game Boy, the regular brick one, but eventually like the Game Boy Advance SP, the classic blue one. Never had any of the Xboxes. Don't have a Switch. Every time I wanted to get a Switch, I think to myself, I can't really justify getting it. Because although there are some games I would like to play on there, there's not enough like first-party games I could justify doing it, and one of the games I really did want to play at one point was Untitled Goose Game, but that ended up coming to PlayStation luckily, so I was glad I held out for that. Damn, dude. Never had a console, I'm a PC player. PlayStation PC. I did it. Gold. So that's all it took, really, at the end of the day. It took me specifically talking about all my consoles to just turn my brain off and be able to just do this in the background. That's good. 56 minutes on this axe. Now, if I'm playing it legit, I wouldn't replay whatsoever, of course.
I've got a score to settle with you.
Blimey Nick! They've got Ginger!
Yep, they've got Ginger. So yeah, this is the part of the movie where they're testing the pie machine that they just got. And, you know, who better to test it on than the one being a giant menace to their fucking... to their thing. Rocky, of course, tries to come to the rescue. Unfortunately, I assume it's Mel Gibson still voicing these. We here at GD Gypsy Incorporated don't like Mel Gibson. But yeah, so this is a weird one. You bounce off of these, you bounce off the pies to make it past the grinder parts and the rest of these. I think this level is actually the promotional material. Even if you run into the side of these blades, they'll kill you. The famous gaming thing where if you touch the side of a spike, it'll hurt you even though there's nothing sharp on the side of the spike. That can hurt you here. Like, this is like the hot gravy. Sometimes not knowing the timing can be a bit rough. I did that jump a second time because the first time the jump seemed like it wasn't really going to make it. Are you fucking kidding me right now? I don't know if it's supposed to take that long or if it just took that long specifically because I had moved up in the game and so it wasn't spawning anymore. I have no idea. Yeah, the idea is, of course, you're inside the machine trying to ruin it to save Ginger. There's no scene for failing this, so... You just go through, you ruin the machine because you suck a carrot in, like, the gravy juicer thing or whatever the fuck it was. Wonder what the in-game one looks like. The in-game what? Sorry, I'm a bit chatty, so I probably said several things and I can't remember which one's which. The in-game machine? Oh, yeah. The triumphant music. We survived. Or sorry, we haven't technically survived yet. We are currently surviving. This is where you find out. Chickens being put in pies? The madness.
Look, I fixed it.
Unfortunately, even though Mr. Tweedy does his best, he still gets shit on by his loveless marriage. Although, in fairness to Mrs. Tweedy, he is a fucking idiot, so... Oh, they cut it before the pie? Yeah. The implied pie. The impiled. Yeah. That one was a bit of a stretch of that joke. You can't spell implied without pie. There you go. That's a better one.
In one of these.
We brought it back.
In fact, there's a bit of a story to that as well. We were out on a recce, you see. Ops had given the go-ahead, but the weather ducked up.
We might actually be able to pull this off. We're still going to fly out of here.
What?
Fowler's provided the answer.
Yeah, the what is like stuck in my head too. What the hell? Oh, hey, I'm getting raided. Howdy. Cerberus.
A crate.
Welcome to Chicken Run on PlayStation 1, Cerberus. How you doing? Howdy, howdy.
Mac,
Yeah, they
have you
really
been able to do
didn't...
the drawing since we talked to Fowler about the old crate from his RAF day. I only wish we'd listened to
They
his
still cut
terrible
off the lines. They
voice
still
more
cut off the
heavily.
fucking dials.
Fowler's provided the answer. Who needs Rocky anyway?
Well,
Who needs Rocky
I've
anyway?
been working on my calculations.
I mean, I'm
The
sure,
idea
like,
of a
it's like,
flying
whatever.
machine
Kids are
would
just
work.
gonna buy this anyway, right? And I ended up probably
I
being
knew
one of the
we'd be able
kids
to
that,
fly
like,
out of here.
either I asked for this game, I don't remember doing so, or my parents bought it because they just knew I
Here
liked the
are my
movie,
plans
and
for
in which
the
case I
old
did
crate.
like the movie. I do like
It's
this
too
game,
big
though.
to hold us all, but I've broken it down into 3 main components.
But
We'll have to
yeah,
get all 3
welcome.
men
This is
working
like
before we can fly over the
Metal
line.
Gear Solid with random minigames thrown in the middle.
To freedom. I can almost feel that grass under my feet.
What's happening in the background there with the lights kind of going weird on the side? But yeah, so with the Act 3 is specifically just building the final thing, the plane, and so you have to build the engine, the whole construction overall, and then the wings.
Firstly,
The minigame for the wings,
Well,
Or sorry, the minigame for the engine was actually the one I had the hardest time with as a kid. Like, I literally couldn't do it because my dumb kid hands couldn't, like, tap the buttons quick enough.
Well, I think the tractor is more suitable, and we'd never get into his car. It's a bit old and hasn't been running for some time, so I guess we'll need to oil it well.
Yes, we
Then
will.
we can drive the prop shaft from this, so we'll need a decent length of chain.
Yes!
This could actually work.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll assemble the engine in Hut 15.
I think we've used the Otzel PNG tuber for a good amount of time. We're going to swap back to our solidarity and saving saving birds by becoming a bird.
But what about the main
There we
body
go.
of the old crate?
Hey,
Figured out
Mary,
we
how you
should be
doing?
able to
Welcome
convert one
to
of the huts.
running his
Ken would
chickens.
be good. What will it involve?
Big bird.
Nice plan, hen. We'll need some
Very
cogs,
important to
some
note, Big Bird
tools,
is not
and
is
planks
in
made.
fact not a chicken, but
Okay.
because Big Bird is
Thanks
also
for
a
knowing.
bird,
But this is
there's
what we need
solidarity
too.
between the
And
feathered
we mustn't
friends.
be caught by Mr. Tweedy. We'll need a lookout. Do you think you could get hold of his binoculars?
Yes.
I can
He
get
must
hold
be
of
in the
his
farmhouse
binoculars.
somewhere.
That was a terrible accent. Don't mind me.
Have you worked out how we can build the wings?
Oh, aye. We'll need
I
some
just got home,
tools,
so I'm
planks,
asking
and
myself
lots of
if I
wood.
want to play. That's fair. The age-old conundrum:
Sounds like
do
a
I
good
want to
plan.
do things or not do
We
things?
can build these in Hatley level.
Both options are equally valid.
We need an awful lot. Can I help you, hen?
You coordinate the
You
plan.
you
I
got
know a
this,
couple of
Mac. All
rats
right,
that do this
you
kind of
just
stuff for a living.
be smart. Be the
Problem
smart
is,
one.
they'll need paying.
I know. Those rats always want eggs.
Well, I'll go and see Bunty in Hut 2. She'll be well chuffed that she can help.
Classic British slang, like well chuffed. I'll see. Okay, so that's what that light was. There's a fucking disco ball up here for when they did the scene where they do the song "Flip Flop Fly." You know, flip flop fly. I don't care if I die. Good scene, good song. Don't ever leave me, don't ever say goodbye. Anyway, that's what Miss Tweety's had, of course. This is the song, the sound thing that they played it out of. So this is the part I was talking about before. Now you have to get these. You have to get these eggs for the rats, and the thing is, you can't carry anything else while you're doing it. So you have to very specifically. You have to very specific. Sorry, I'm like trying to fucking button mash like it's Mortal Kombat Test Your Might. Oh, you know what they say? Feed me. That's what they say. I think it's the first time I've ever actually fucking paid attention to that. Or maybe it's feed. I was like, it almost sounded like they would say like CC, but I knew it wasn't that. I was never like 100% sure what it was. Fuck, I broke the egg. But we only need 6 though.
Nice work there, my lad.
And I already got gold previously, so I'm not too worried about it. That's why for this minigame in particular, 6 is like the default that you have to get to be able to do it, because yeah, it fills up your inventory. But it actively means that you can't collect anything else, which becomes annoying to an extent. But as long as you don't get caught, you're fine.
What?
Yeah, so we have gold medals on 3 of the 7 things, and the last 3 minigames are here on this last level, of course. We're not going to watch the movies, of course, but yeah, there's more stuff in the movies. All that's left is the boss intro, the Act 3 complete, and then presumably the bonus ending, if I'm not mistaken, is just from getting... I don't know if it's from getting all the map or getting all the gold. It's probably from getting all the gold, but maybe it's both. Either way, I suppose it's not really too important. But yeah, the plan is to make the most use out of all the items you could possibly get. You give... Oh, I'm not going to make a copy of this guy, even though I kind of want to showcase something. Actually, we don't need to go that way. But because the idea is you want to start off specifically with doing the rat stuff first, because that gets rid of the 6 eggs in your inventory. And because you're giving them to the rats go out there and collect items for you. And so once they collect the items for you that you need, from that point on, you are able to. Fuck. No, hey, you can't get me. I'm up here, you fool. There's not a staircase you can climb or anything, you freak. That dog doesn't exist in this world until you get seen, so that's cool, I guess. Anyway. But yeah, it gets rid of the 6 eggs in your inventory. You get stuff from the rats, and then that means you have like an open inventory to get the rest of the stuff on the level. So you always want to do this stuff regarding the. Fuck. All right. You always want to do the stuff regarding the rats first.
Flippin' heck. Look at this list, Fetcher.
It's Fetcher and Nick.
I'm looking. This is dangerous work, miss, and no mistake.
Dangerous or not, can you help us?
Of course, if we're risking our tails and whiskers for you, love.
Oh dear, I don't like the sound of this.
We'll need at least 6 eggs. More like 10 for this one, wouldn't you say, Fetcher?
10? I'll give you 6 eggs now and no more.
All right, miss. After
God,
you, Fetcher.
it's still like it's such a minor thing, but it does bother the shit out of me when it cuts off all the lines. So this is a strange thing in that you actively control 2 different characters at once. For this, the smaller mouse, he's heavier and he can push stuff, but he can only he can't double jump. This mouse can or this rat rather can double jump. You'll notice they can't double jump here. So the idea is what you're doing here is you're trying to change the one rat, you jump up top, you change the other rat and move the thing, and then you change fuck. And then you change back. It's not a big I have plenty of time to do this, so like there's no time limit for this at all, so oh my god, it's like the way the camera fucking moves when you go for, like as you're jumping is weird and it disorients me. Just ever so slightly, enough to fuck me up really. I'm just photocopying some documents. Well, that doesn't. I was gonna say that sounds like fun, but I'd be lying to you if I said that. That sounds like something, I guess. But yeah, this is laundry, which what's laundry used for? Laundry is going to be used specifically to make the wings, the cloth to make the wing part of it fly. So this blue dot over here is the ginger. Of course, you would come back here once you're done collecting everything. This other blue dot is the other rat that you end up being. So right now it's Nick, and the other time it'd be Fetcher. There's 2 different rooms specifically for this character, or for this section. So there's a dog there, which of course you don't want to get caught by the dog. That'd be terrible. That'd suck. So what do you do? You might ask yourself. What you do is you hit square on that, so that your character is grabbing like the shade thing there, and then you turn into a gnome as the other one, so the dog does not catch you, because of course you don't want the dog to catch you. Damn, I hate that I keep hitting the map. And then you jump up, and then it forces the other guy. What the hell? All right, hold on. We can still fix this. We can. There we go. We're fine. We're fine. There was a little technical difficulties there, but we solved it. We figured out Blue's Clues. This is binoculars that you need for the one thing. Hell yeah, we found a bonus picture. But yeah, you want to be careful not to fall over at that particular part, because then there's the issue of like, oh, the dog sees you and then you get caught and you lose an item. And I believe you're not able to try again without getting the 6 eggs. Even if there's less items in the area, even if there's only 1 item in the area, you still need all 6 eggs, which is like a giant pain in the ass.
We're back, and we've got the lot.
All of it?
Yes, miss. Laundry, twine,
And a lovely pair of these things.
they're binoculars, you Nancy.
Well done, both of you.
That's all right, love.
You can
That's
rely on
alright,
us.
love.
Once we've got some eggs inside us.
I think you actually deserve them. Thanks.
So yeah, you could come back with nothing, which is like stupid. Likewise, you could also come back with just some of the items, and you'd be able to you'd have to like go back and do more sort of deal. But of course, if you're trying to not only trying to speedrun, if you're just trying to like beat the game, then obviously the smart thing would be to get everything at once. As you can tell, if I were to do this, you can see 3 items, right, instead of like the 6 I had before. Now we have now we replace 6 eggs for 3 items, and then we can go to the rest of the part of the farm here and collect the other items. Now we run a major risk here. The major risk being that if for any reason we get caught, we would lose one of these items. Now if we get more items, then potentially we lose one of the other items and not one of the 3 we just picked up from the rat. But that's not really like, I mean, at best you could have 6 items, which would give you like a 50% chance to picking up the fucking one of the rat items, and so you don't want to deal with that at all. Fucking stupid dog. Stupid dog, you made me look bad. Booga 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 booga. There we go. I just need him out of my way. I actually wasn't sure if this route would work from that particular spot. There we go. So specifically, you have to come back in here. Yeah, you can't push that, actually, which is cringe, but it's something, I guess. There. I'm gonna wait for her to do her little, like, go all the way around sort of deal. I want to double check here, because this next part here might also be something to do with the rats, but I don't recall if it is, for sure. So you can push these ones, but you can't push the other ones. So here's the idea, right? You push all of these, and now you've created a section for yourself to go through.
Hello, my dear.
This is the type of scene that would happen if you didn't have eggs. I mean, there are 3 unique scenes, so there's 3 unique rat things, but...
For our biggest plan yet.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna cost you, love.
I had a feeling it would.
We'd like 6 eggs.
Yes, 6 eggs. In advance should do nicely.
6 eggs? I'll talk to the girl.
I'll talk to the girl. There's the one girl, not the girls, because of course there was no S because the fucking thing got cut off. I'll talk to the one girl. As you can tell, I can only hold 99 sprouts in the corner there. That's all. You can actually hold more, I just 99. Why don't we use our... I've fibbed. As soon as you leave that area, you have the potential to be seen by those dogs, so you just go and you hide in this area. Until they start coming through, and then you're just like, yeah, it's fine. This is part of the... well, the big one... well, the big one can make a lot of eggs, to be honest. Yeah, the big one makes 2. It's not hard to get 6 at all. It does suck with these type of minigames that no matter what you're doing, you have to wait out the entire timer regardless of what happens. One thing we're going to want to look at, luckily when you get on these menus, the rest of the game world around you pauses. So I don't have to worry about getting attacked like on any of these menus. But you'll notice with some of these, so this is like 2 out of 3 items for HUD 11. Likewise, this is 1 of the 4 items on HUD 10. And so I want to go to HUD 10 and 11, of course, to make use of that. But maybe you've already thought of the problem of having to use all 6 of your inventory slots to do the egg things. It means that you can't actually do them without dropping off the items. So 3 separate times you have to fill your inventory with 6 eggs, and then you have to drop off the items at the various, huts, and then go back out, go back out there, do it again, yeah, whatever, right? Like 3 times in a row. Bare minimum. Now, of course, if you screw it up, then you have to do more, but ideally you don't screw it up.
Well, this is just what you need. Great stuff. Only one more to get. Keep working. I'll be back soon.
Keep working. I'll be back soon. Jeez. So now we have access to Block D. Prison Block D, or Chicken Farm Section D, if you want to call it that instead, or something. I don't know. So here's D. And then there's just one. I think there's just one big section of the map left. If anyone's wondering, I'm just specifically trying to look at all these areas to get... Yeah, now the section to A is connected as well, so you can just go around the whole section like that. Which is... It's nice. It's a shame that it only takes the entire game to do it, but it is nice. For, like, the last bit there. Yeah, so you can go past 100. I lied earlier, because I'm a big old fibber. And here's the last part of the map. Oh, sorry, never mind. I guess that connects a little bit above it. There is one more piece of the map. I don't think there's two. I think it's just one. So it does give a reason to go into some of these side huts, because while not every single side hut has something of value, some of them do. Some of them have map pieces, some of them have bonus pictures. Oh, look at that! It's a I can't like zoom in more, but that's a picture of Miss Tweety on a dartboard. That's cool. I like that. Good little detail. What was the point of the map that you complete at the end? I suppose the point of the map was just the idea that, like, you know, like, it showcases where you're at on the map. So maybe you get an idea of, like, where like, oh, you have to go here, right? Because, like, if you look in the top right section, you'll notice that there's, like, trees over in that area, right? That's, like, the area with, like, the hanging clothes. So if you know that you have to go over to that area, then maybe you could do that. Now, granted, if you know you have to go to that area, then you just should probably know how to get there. But there's just some shit with that. And maybe it's just, like, a cool general idea of, like, just having the map of, like, Chicken Run, I guess. I can't say there's anything, like, unique. Like, you don't need it. If that's specifically what you're asking about, you definitely don't need it.
I'm back, and I've brought this for you. Brilliant. I can get started now, thanks.
Dude, her head's clipping through her fucking hat. If it swaps back to Doris there, take a look at, I was gonna say, take a look at Ginger. Because, like, the top left of her, oh, it does it right there, too, actually. Yeah, her head keeps clipping through the fucking hat. In certain spots, it's really weird. Huh. Fun. Okay, I'm gonna play now. Oh yeah, take a look at this, right? This is like this is the hut they're actually using to transform it. To transform the, into, like, the plane part of it at the end. Cool. Okay, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna play now. Alright, thanks for popping in, Mary, and enjoy your day. Have fun playing whatever game you're gonna be playing. Probably Bloodborne, I imagine. Which is a statement I never thought I would say a month ago, but here we are. Hell yeah. Back to feeding. I do think the game... The structure of this part, I think, is a bit odd with the game. There we go. Sorry, my brain went full egg mode, so I decided to pay attention to the game. I get competitive sometimes, what can I say? But yeah, I think it probably would have been better. I don't mind, like, this like 2 different parts of the map being the case that you have to go get these 6 eggs. I don't like the fact that like in this part of the map I'm going to right now, there's 2 different sections of which you have to find the eggs. Or sorry, you have to get the eggs to like give to the rats and only get half of the stuff you can possibly get. Like there's not, you can't just bring like 6 items out, you know what I mean? You like bring in 6 items to take out 3 and you have to put them away in the places you need to go to yet again do the same shit over and over, you know what I mean? It's just, it gets a little tedious after a while. Okay, whatever. Sometimes you just gotta go egg mode. Do we like that, though?
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Tiller?
The hen.
How can we help you, love?
We have
That way
to
I'm
get
off for
round to
bed.
the
Have a
club.
good
We
one. I'll
need
catch you
these
later. Yeah, catch you later, Cerberus.
Oh, sure
Have a
we
good
can
one.
come to some arrangement.
All good,
Because we're
ma'am.
desperate, I'm prepared to offer you 6 eggs.
I think I must be dreaming.
This is a big job, so 6 eggs in advance will do nicely.
I thought you'd say that, so I've got them here.
Very nice.
Yes,
Good
so the
doing
fact that they
business
ask
with
for
you,
them in
mate.
advance becomes
Get
an issue.
just what you need.
Meet later, back here. And make sure you don't forget anything.
I will not forget anything. I will forget everything. The final piece of the map. We have discovered Chicken Run. Wah. Another. Cool, you found a bonus picture. So this one's a bit odd because he's actually trying to fix the pie machine, right? And so what you're having to do,
Oh, look.
what you are having to do, is you have to fuck with the machine in such a way, and I'm never quite 100% sure how to fuck with it. I kind of just like fiddle around with it until he kind of fucks off, and I can do it the way I need to. You see, he'll like go over there and mess with that, but then he quickly turns back around.
Oh, look.
So that gets the gear. We need him to go further, right? Like, he can't be that close, because if he's that close, then it screws everything up.
Even boogers.
Fuck. Like, do I have to hit it again? I don't... Okay, no. Never mind. Apparently I'm allowed to try again. That's cool. Anyway, he said thieving little buggers, of course. It's just a case of getting the gears. Fucking turn around, you clown.
Even boogers.
Ah, you fuck. Just turn around. Whatever. As long as I keep getting attempts at this, I guess it's not really like the end of the world, but... Alright, I failed. Alright, I failed again. Sorry, I have failed everyone. All their hopes and dreams were placed upon me, and I have let them down. Despite all my rage, I am still just a rat in a cage. That counts as a reference too, anyway. I feel like I made another reference earlier that I forgot to count, but it's, you know, it's whatever. It's life. That's just how it be sometimes. It's one thing you come to expect from the channel GD Gypsy. Random bullshit in regards to song references that don't make as much of a sense. Jesus Christ. Man, you wouldn't think that English was my first language with how that fucking sentence just went. Couldn't even get a coherent thought across in any sort of reasonable amount of time. So yeah, I guess that's just what you have to do. You just have to be really aggressive. The thing is, like, that's something I wouldn't know if I tried to make this like the first speed run, but now that, like, if I were to play it like relatively soon afterwards, here, I would have a pretty good idea.
They're Spanish.
What did you manage to get?
A box of the finest tools.
an oil can, and a box of conchs, as you asked.
We did it, yay.
That's fantastic.
The two buns seem to do the
Brilliant
same
work.
thing, sorta.
Reward us well,
So,
give us eggs, and we will always deliver.
You really have this time. Thanks.
I think the idea is the button up top gets him away so that you can safely hit the button on the bottom. And then the button on the bottom actually gets him like far enough away that you can sneak up on that last item. Or I mean, because I think maybe technically you can hit the bottom button and not have it be an issue, but you need him to get further away. Like they do activate two different things, but it just becomes kind of annoying to work with them sometimes. So of course we have to drop off the items we just picked up. Have fun, Gypsy. Yeah, thank you, Mary. Have fun too. Plans. All right, I don't know which one goes to which, so this I have to imagine there's probably one for every one of these fucking stupid things. Well, there's not for Hut 11, so we have to go to Hut 10, and we have to go to Hut Pizza Hut, of course. No, Hut 15. So Hut 10 and Hut 15, which are of course in different areas. That's 16. That's Hut 2. That's Hut 17. Hut 17 is of course like the main one that good old Ginger is in. But we're gonna go here real quick because I want to get a look at the new pictures we just found. Hell yeah, we now have such cool pictures as the beginning of the movie with Babs and the one in the middle that I don't remember her name, and right now I'm really in Bundy, something like that. Ted Bundy, I guess. Mrs. Tweedy measuring eggs, her profit quotas, of course. Rocky trying to go for cool high flying action, zip lining. And I think we already had the rest of these from previous. Did we have this one specifically? I think we did. So weird all this shit's made out of clay. Yeah, there's one more picture. Of course, we are getting pretty close to the end of the game, so that's not really too shocking. Yeah, what indeed. What is the option for control method? So I can change the difference between the jump button and the... I can put the jump button to fucking square? Who jumps with square? Ew. Why? Jump with circle? I mean, at least that one I feel like makes a bit more sense, but I like X being the jump button in this game. I could change action to circle and throw to square. I feel like that actually feels like it makes the most sense to me. I kind of wish I could change the button to close the fucking menu. Like keep the buttons exactly to the default, but like hey, like change it to where I can fucking close out the a menu without hitting. Like I want to hit circle to close a menu. That's not triangle. So yeah, we'll keep going at least in terms of we're gonna finish the game obviously. I don't plan on doing like, oh boy, here's the full speedrun route in the same stream, but you know, maybe I'll fuck with it for like the next stream I do, which when is that gonna be? Who knows? Probably within the next 2 or 3 days.
This should help.
It'll be tomorrow.
Max
But
says we need an engine. Do you think we'll find one?
My plan is to use the one from Mr. Tweedy's old track.
yeah, Mr. Tweedy's old track. You know, he ran track in high school and he kept a piece of it, so we have to go steal it from him. This fucking game. Jumping doesn't help, but it is fun to spam. Alright. I don't need to give her anything. I wasn't sure. I didn't think so, but it's like I was already here anyway. Might as well check it, sort of deal. But yeah, I think it would have been better off having them in 2 different sections. So the section we're about to go to and the section one of the two sections we just went to, I think would have been fine to have it as is there. But maybe they could have done it in such a way that the rats came in. I think the rats should have came in
This will help it along.
during Act 2.
Fantastic. I only need one more item now.
I know. Those wretched rats keep asking for more eggs.
Yeah.
Only we could manage without them.
Yeah, and like, the reason, because it's just annoying having to do that 3 times in a row in the same act. If they had spread it across acts, it would have seemed less egregious. But, you know, it is what it is, right? Can't really fix it, but... Get out of here. I don't think I ever quite did it, but as a kid, I used to just run around picking up the extra sprouts just so I'd have a shitload of them. For some reason with games, even a game like this where you don't need the sprout for anything. I could win the game easily with 0 sprouts, but it's like it's more useful just to throw them, right? And yeah, for some reason I just never go along with doing that. I'm just gonna feed this bird fucking 3 times and be done with it. Brilliant! You know, it would be a fun idea if it wasn't so much work. Hold on, give me a second. Having a PNG tube where the character you play while playing the game. You know, it's kind of funny you mentioned that. Let me hold on, let me find a video where I actually do that. I've done that in the past. Sometimes it just depends. I upload clips and like VODs onto YouTube specifically. Let me find one real quick here where that actually happens. Like I played because sometimes I play like shitty kids games. This is different because this is a game from my childhood, and it's a subpar kids game, I guess. But it's not like a baby game, you know what I mean? Like it's not like a. Sometimes I'll play like really shitty kind of baby games just for trophies. Because I rent them from GameFly, and so it's cheaper. Yeah, I played Garfield Furious Racing, and I played as Garfield. Like, I had the Garfield PNG tuber on that. Oh, here's a classic, yeah. This was me trying to fuck with it. I played Race with Ryan the toy review kid. Here, I'll post a video of it, or I'll post the clip I took of that stream. The whole stream's up there, but like on that channel, but that's just a clip out of it. Also, let me find the Peppa Pig. There's a really funny Peppa Pig one I do. Yeah, there we go. This is one of the best clips I feel like I have generally. So I'm the I'm Peppa Pig in the right hand corner of this second clip here. But yeah, those are 2 examples of me doing exactly what you said. It would be nice to get it the way in which you mentioned that, like doing it for like all the games. The problem is for it to not be like, obviously, like I'm not gonna buy shit doing that. So really, what you do is you try to find 2 pictures where people are facing generally forward and maybe have either an open mouth or a closed mouth. Or like in the case of this Big Bird one, it looks like movement slightly as I'm talking or not talking, because there's like a shake filter on it, and then it just looks like Big Bird gets closer. His pose changes slightly, right? So there's like the like semi illusion of movement from that. And I think one of the ones that looks the best is this one right here, in terms of that type of thing, where I actively just take 2 pictures, is Neko Arc here. Wow, that was a really... I think my stream's behind a little bit on my end. But, yeah, I mean, the character raises their hands up and has, like, a mouth open. That's just 2 different pictures taken where, like... And, I mean, you can see him, but yeah, it gives the illusion of talking for that, which is nice for the PNG tours specifically. Very low effort. I've found a couple other ones. It's hard because you have to find them, like, transparent pictures, first of all, which cuts out a lot of pictures that could otherwise count. So as you can tell, yeah, there's no way to get in here anymore. You're like, oh, I gotta get this thing for the tractor, but you can't really do that because that part of it's closed. So how do you get in there? Well, you have to go the other way, obviously. There's kind of some shitpost ones, like, I think this one, I don't think Chomosuke is two different ones, it might be. No, I think I just have the shake filter on it, so that one's pretty standard. And the Garfield one is just because Garfield doesn't like talk technically anyway, so I thought it'd be it's like funny and it works with the theme of Garfield to just have like thought bubbles pretty much. Nope, 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 nope. I'm safe. Haha, fuck you. Anyway. But yeah, for most of these, and then like the Shin-Chan one does look different. Of course. Brain. Sorry, I was looking at something on Discord. I got added on Discord. Fuck you, dog cut. Okay, so the dog actually doesn't take eggs. That actually, good. That makes me feel a little bit better. The dogs don't take eggs. Damn it, I'm just gonna start using this shit. It would do, if you ever do captions, thought bubbles are a nice visual idea. Yeah, that actually, yeah, that could work actually pretty well. Where are you? Hell yeah, I found a bonus picture. Oh, see, you can't, you know, I'll be honest, I don't know if I've ever tried to go further down this way before. Everyone else, there's just like a big ass tree blocking the path. Weird. Anyway, back to Big Bird. I don't recall there being any reason to come up here specifically. I do wonder if you get this particular if you get like the broken ladder here, doing it the way I previously would do it, where I jump across. I wonder if this, I think this does spawn down here for the next part, even if you didn't technically do it that way. As you can tell, I can't pick this up because my inventory is full, and it's only full because of the whole rat situation. But yeah, technically you only need 2 pictures to make the PNG tuber thing work for the Viedo tube, which is what I use. I'll spell it out. Technically I use Viedo tube mini, but it's, you know, it's whatever. But you just need one where it's an open mouth and a closed mouth, and that's, and you can add, there's like different animation effects you can add in between the two.
Poles, chain.
To make it more believable, though, you want to do it like some of the other ones do, where you have a closed eye version of both of them, so that it blinks occasionally.
Oh, yes, please.
Be quiet, fetcher. 8 eggs.
Be quiet, fetcher.
Done.
Lovely. 6 eggs.
Here you are. Now please, hurry.
Yeah, that's the name of the program I use. That's this shit here. If I can showcase it momentarily, I could even change the background to be different colors, of course, and then ideally you would color code it in such a way to block out the background. This particular one that I use for the stream is a green one that disappears once I move it out because of the way that I have it set up. But yeah. Yeah, we're back in here, so what's the idea? The idea is you have to, I think this asshole has to be up on the bottom. Yeah, you turn on the tractor. You lift that up. You pull that back. And what happens from here is afterwards you let that go. And now that there's nothing holding it in place, it just goes forward because it's turned on. And it crashes. The idea is the engine crashes through the whole thing. You have to pick up the chain that just broke off the thing, and then randomly it just pulls on the side. And yeah, there's no, like, yeah, honestly, if the game didn't have a fucking invisible wall here, you could easily make that jump. Like, very obviously make that jump, but there's nothing up there anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But yeah, that's the general idea of how you get the engine, which makes sense, because honestly, there's no fucking way you could get an engine
Totally sorted.
in the thing.
Totally.
What? You got it all?
Yes, and your engine's waiting for you.
Just what you need.
All part of the service, my love.
We'll soon be out of here.
Of course you will,
We'll soon be
miss.
out of it.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Be quiet, you Norbert.
I know that it cost us a lot of eggs, but it was worth it. Thanks, both of you.
Yep, it cost us a minimum of 18 eggs. So yeah, the danger part of it comes in the fact that you could still fuck this up. If I were, for example, to leave this and then I got captured by the dogs, I would have a 3 in 4 chance of like completely fucking myself in having it not come back. Or sorry, having to come back afterwards. Luckily, in any of these boxes, the dogs and the Mr. and Mrs. Tweety can never get you at all. Like, you're safe in these boxes, even if they know you're in there. They just give up after a while. Now, metal normally affects them, but like it doesn't affect them if they're too far away on this particular part of the map, like this particular part of this map. 18 eggs is a lot of food for rats. Yeah, the greedy little bastards are getting their money's worth, I guess. So now we're on the part where we do just all 3 minigames. And then the very last, like, finale thing. Oh my god, you gotta be fucking kidding. I tried to run. Okay, I want to check something real quick here. Let me just take a little look-see-loo here. The one hut you're not allowed to go into in this entire fucking area, and I tried to go into it because I was like, oh, you know, like it doesn't matter. The wood is. I don't think the wood is. We'll see. I think the pole. Yeah, I think the poles were the ones we got. I actually don't know, to be honest. It might be the easy one.
Now we've got everything we need.
Fantastic.
Okay.
That's it. Let's see if we can get this engine running. We
This
must.
I had to use
Time for
a turbo
everyone out.
controller, like a turbo PS3 controller, to be able to do this. Like when I was younger. Like this was fucking difficult because like, as it says, make sure you keep Rocky happy by blowing bubbles into his bath. So that's where it becomes really annoying. So the idea is you're like spamming fucking buttons. Like first of all, you have to spam the. So mainly you're spamming that shit there. Yeah, you're trying to do the engine shit, which is fine when you have to oil the engine, it's whatever, right? But then you have to go every now and again and fucking help out fucking Rocky Balboa there from... Because God forbid he can't fucking put his own bubbles in his goddamn bath. I think I messed up, to be honest. I think I'm gonna have to... Does it fail if you don't give him bubbles? Yeah, it does. Yeah. I think I actually screwed that up.
Oh, that was codswallop. We need more effort if we're gonna get this engine running.
I hate things that exist in the world. That's just a general idea I have about life. Let's do the sad piece. That's not the sad one. That was, in fact, the sad one. Oh, I'm on Garfield. Never mind. I forgot. I was on the wrong here. Well, we'll swap back to the Otzel one so I can be sad and then rest. And I think the idea, if I'm not mistaken, it's been a hot minute since I played it, so this would probably lead to why I failed it. But I think the idea is you're supposed to like get all of them charged specifically, and then from that point you just like hop over from each one individually, like slowly, as opposed to actively what's the wording I want to look for here? Like the idea is you don't want to like do all of one and then do all of another and then do all of another. At least from what I think I recall, I think you want to keep like tapping all of them, like just a little bit here, a little bit there, sort of deal. But I could be wrong on that, but we'll test it here. Just doing one quick thing on my phone. Give me a quick second. Because if I could do this on my phone right now, this will save me a lot of time. I may or may not be playing a mobile game in between things, on like in between certain cutscenes here. Real professional, I know. Anyway, let's go. We got it. Yeah, so I think this is more like the speed of which you gotta do this shit. Especially because you can actually stay up on the top of the whole engine thing, like where you can max out the engine amount. Yeah, I think that's exactly the way to do it. Got it.
Jolly good effort.
I can get a gold though. I can absolutely get a gold. It takes...
Here's your silver medal.
So not only does it take a lot of button mashing, in fact there's a decent chance that gets picked up on the mic. I don't know if it does for sure or not, but it probably does, like me fucking tapping the buttons like a madman. So not only do you have to do that, which does actually take quite a bit of effort, but like also you have to have like the know-how to like jump between them a bunch, which is, you know, annoying to say the least. But yeah, keeping it oiled seems to be like the #1 priority more than anything else. Okay. Restart it. You know what happened is I hit right and I started doing X circle, but X circle is the opposite thing to do. It's for the bubbles. I was trying to get to the bubbles, but like I actually chose the wrong one for that. We're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna go for it. Go for broke. Go for broke. Oh fuck!
Oh, excellent.
God damn.
Well, I admit I misjudged your character. I award you a gold medal.
Dude, that actually hurts my fucking like that hurts my forearms doing that like that quickly. Holy shit! Like I can like I'm able to do it now. I'm physically able to do it, but that actually like makes the fucking yeah, that makes my arms sore. Like how much like button tapping I have to constantly do. But yeah, that's annoying.
I know. You know,
Uh,
I'm surprised Rocky wasn't more helpful.
I'm not surprised it wasn't more helpful. I am annoyed that he fucking makes it way more of annoying of a thing. But yeah, that's essentially the reason why I wasn't able to do it as a kid. Like I literally wasn't able to do this at all without like a fucking turbo button because it was just like really fucking like even that like I don't know. I think it's more difficult than it needs to be. Even though I'm able to do it, clearly I've shown that I'm able to do it. Um, it was like this one I wasn't able to do at all, and then the one with the wings I was able to do, but I think the best I got was like silver. I don't know where the hell. I guess keep going this way. I'm only missing a single item, which means I should be able to do 2 out of 3 of these minigames without like any sort of major assistance, or without needing to go back. I mean,
We've got everything we need. I know what we need. A rest. You must be tired out.
yeah, I am tired out after having to fucking spam
We
that
need to
shit
finish the wings
for that
now.
last minigame.
Brilliant. I'm sure this plan will work. We'll soon be out of here for good.
This one also requires spamming. This one's very similar to the chicken, to the egg thing. Damn it. As you can tell at the bottom, you can see how like the thing continues to you can tell how it continues to be filled up for it, and you can also tell how much like the middle portion of it I don't need to do anymore, like it's already done. It seems that they go in different amounts. I'm gonna get silver off of this. Yeah.
Very good. These wings look so strong, I'm obliged to give you a silver medal.
I fucked up the timing. There was one in the middle where I thought I didn't have it, and so I went back to like tap more, and I had already had it. Like once you get the green light on, you know that you already have. I think I might have missed that one. There is a timer, like there is a certain amount of time where you will miss it if you take too long on it. Yeah, I think I'm fucking around too much on it. Did that miss? Did that miss there? I gotta watch. Yeah, I think I moved it just at the last second. That's kind of lame. Because I felt like I stayed there long enough to where it should have collected. I don't know. It's odd. Fuck. The spamming shit kind of gets annoying, I gotta say. There's a reason why this was like one that was also kind of annoying as a kid. Yeah, see, I missed that. So I ended up missing one there because also, if I don't know if it's noticeable, but like even once you fill the bar, the timer that it takes to come down is actually like different on some of them. God damn, the fucking button mashing on this is annoying as shit. There's a reason why I'm not talking as much, and that's like exclusively the reason. Ah, fuck. I messed it up. I had it too. So you can min-max based on the time they need? Yeah, I believe so. I think the one in the middle goes the quickest, but I'm not entirely sure. Shit. See, I'm wasting too much time over here. Ah, shit. Okay. There we go, we did it. Oh, okay. Sorry for not talking during any of that. I could... Seriously, I hope the stream actually catches me fucking tapping the buttons, because then I think it's pretty clear as to why, like, I'm focused. I think those two do take more effort than it probably is deserved for a kid's game, but, I mean, obviously they're doable, but fuck, that's annoying. Yet again, I mean, that is a reason why I wasn't able to do it as a kid for gold, for sure. And why the other one I just literally was not able to do at all. Ugh. Alright. So all I'm missing is the plan for, like, the... We got the wings, we got the engine, we just have the whole thing to do now, which it requires the wood. I think the wood is... I don't know. We're gonna go back there and hope that I don't have to fucking get more eggs. Which, of course, will be annoying if... Because it's kind of a catch-22, right? Like a... It's almost damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario. Like... The rats aren't hungry. Yeah, I mean, the rats will be hungry if I need to, like, give them to the rat. But if it's that thing that's right before the rats, then I'm good to go. Because there is one on the outside, but I think those were the poles. But the thing is, if I do need... If I need eggs, then it's going to be annoying that I didn't bring eggs. But if I don't need eggs, then I would have been pissed off if I brought eggs, because I'm not sure how to really get rid of them. Ah, thank you. You could probably see, like... I don't know if there's a way to look back at this. I mean, there obviously is a way to look back at the stream, like, later on. Or if this ends up as a YouTube video. Those, on the ground, the wood there look kind of, like, full-ish, and not like, haha, you know, funny, like, you know, I'm from Poland, haha, but, like, they looked like the poles from the other thing on the ground, because, like, part of it was clipping through the ground, and so it didn't look like one solid piece of wood. But I am glad that it is, in fact, the wood, because then I don't have to worry about it whatsoever. I was ready for you this time, you prick. Okay, now we're back to happy, probably. I think this is the one we already did, but I'm just double. Yeah, this is the wings. Okay, the last one is actually my favorite one to do. It does take effort, I will say, to like make it gold. It definitely takes effort, but it is my favorite of the group. Before we do that, though, let me check on the new pictures that I got. There's little boy pictures, real fucking, you know, whatever. But I'm gonna check anyway. God. I'm actually not lying when I say that my arms are kind of sore from fucking spamming those buttons. There's no reason that should have taken that much effort to fucking fill up the bars like that. Anyway, the last picture that we didn't have before. The clay dog chasing you. POV, you're Ginger from Chicken Run. Anyway. Oh, hold on. Fuck. I shall go back in there momentarily, just to showcase that I have all the gold medals, except for the very last one, which of course we haven't played that mission yet. Oh yeah. I think this was a pretty good like recon run though for what I was talking about before, for like actually trying to do this in like a speedy amount of time. It would very much require me not getting caught at any point, which isn't too hard. Which also would require me using the throwing of the sprouts. Would require me well, because everything else I did was pretty spot on, you know, like I would complete an entire area before going to the next area, sort of deal. There probably is a way to look at like which areas would be more ideal to finish out with the eggs first, because maybe one egg, like maybe if you do 2 sets of eggs, you can do one of the mini games sooner.
Here's the last thing you need. Thanks, Ginger. I've almost finished
And
now.
I think you can skip
I'm proud of you.
dialogue as well.
Let me help so we can try it out.
There aren't bugs or a lot of shortcuts from what I can see. The thing, well, and probably because this game isn't that popular, so there's not a lot of people that are, you know, actively trying to fucking bug hunt in this game. But yeah, yeah, I can't imagine. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of like out of bounds type shit you can probably do. Besides that one awesome part of the wall I got into. But yeah, so this one's cool because you got to time it. You have to hit like square, X, or circle based on the timing of like when he does it. Because you're trying to work on it without being heard from Mr. Tweety. Hey, look, there's Big Bird on this thing. Damn it. If you fuck up once, you don't win. In solidarity with our boy, or with the weird canary bird jumping on top of that, I gotta swap back to Big Bird. There we go. I have like 3 different PNG. Like I noticed when I had all of them on a single PNG thing, it was kind of filling up space. It also makes the keybinds kind of harder because like the first one uses all 10 keybinds of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. So like having other ones past that is kind of annoying because then I have to fill up other. Like I don't want to fill up any of the. It's already bad enough when I'm trying to type numbers out that it fucking accidentally grabs one of them for the keybind. A lot of times that happens in the beginning of the streams when I'm trying to host my stream in like certain discords and shit. And if I use any sort of numbers whatsoever, then it'll change my character model. But that's not like a huge deal. I just change it back as soon as I notice. But do 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 do. Yeah, they always do it in groups of 4, and you have to notice what he grabs specifically, so because you have to use the right tool to do it. Do 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 do. Okay, we're good. Hammer time. Let's go. Do 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 do. One, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Back to the saw. Saw, 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 saw. Okay. Obviously, it gets progressively harder. This is the pacer. Yeah, salsa. Yeah. Dan 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 dan. This might be a spoiler, but eventually at the end, every single space is used. Oh, see, that's where he expects you to go to the hammer, but in fact you go to the saw, so you have to keep it. That's why you have to watch him. I gotta say, timing-wise, it's fucking weird, because you have to... Normally, with music, it goes in beats of, like, you know, doing it, like, repetition of 4 times. But he does it once, and then you do it 4 times afterwards, so that's a total of 5. Which makes it weird. I'm gonna guess the wrench. Oh no, the saw, wow. This motherfucker loves this saw. So I have bronze, of course. I have to... What is it? I'll read that message in that after I'm done with this. This is where it gets annoying because it like starts immediately. So you have to hit the square button like as soon as it fucking comes out.
Huh?
Yeah, like that.
Huh?
Fuck me. This is why it sucks. You know what it is? I hit a button on that too. I just hit the wrong button. Oh, I gotta go. Really?
We'll soon be ready to take the skies. Here's a gold medal.
I thought if you fucked up, you didn't get gold. Huh, I guess you don't need a flawless. You know, I'm cool with that, because I actually really didn't want to play that again. Although I do enjoy it, it's just that, like, it's always annoying if you fail, like, right near the end. At least with this one, they show you where a bar for you to get, yeah, which medal? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I wish there was, like, a way to track them. Because they always show you what you need for, like, the bare minimum of bronze, but they don't show you what you need for silver or gold. In some of them, it's pretty obvious what you need, like, it's either groups of 5 or 10 a lot of times, but the eggs kind of throw that off. It's a group of 3, so like 6, 9, and 12 eventually. Thank you, Mel Gibson, for saving us. No, please don't say anything negative about the Jews or black people. I always loved this idea in this in the movie that like that tiny ass little ramp could fucking have a giant fit all those chickens and in a fucking chicken cabin and like everything else be able to hold the weight enough to actually like ramp off that thing, like it wouldn't collapse immediately from the weight of the oil. Yeah, of course the lights being the way they are too allows for Miss Tweety to grab the lights at the end of it. Do I wonder if I upload, like, I am gonna upload this to YouTube. I wonder if uploading this to YouTube is gonna get this dinged at all for fucking playing the Chicken Run movie.
Hey, it's your boy GD Gypsy from the future here. Past Gypsy was correct. I got claimed for YouTube stuff like a motherfucker for this. They claimed every single cutscene and fiddling around with the amount that I could remove. I would have had to remove the entirety, and I do mean the entirety, of about 10 minutes into the stream all the way up through about 2 hours 55-ish minutes into the stream, so essentially 3 hours of the stream I would have had to remove, which was the entirety of the playthrough. Instead, I took a still image of Rocky of like a glitch at some point in the game. I took a picture of that and I just put some text over it saying that the cutscene was blocked, and this is why like there's a picture over the whole thing. I'm gonna hope that the audio doesn't get dinged. A future Gypsy here. I need to stop putting my foot in my mouth. Yeah, they absolutely claimed the audio portion of the very last cutscene. Now we're gonna, I guess, commentate over the ending thing here, and so hopefully that works out for YouTube. Leave me the hell alone. Future Gypsy out. I'm gonna let past Future Gypsy take it away from here. Because it's not as loud, and also I'm talking over it throughout the entire time, so we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, that's why you're seeing this picture of our Rocky here. Anyway, back to the playthrough. Yay, me.
Oh my god, I can get Russian stream promotion? Haha, fuck you, asshole. See you later. Oh no, it's Mrs. Tweety. Stop her from climbing or throwing axes by dragging her into the scenery. Don't let her get to the top of the rope. This one's kind of annoying, I gotta say. Okay. Damn it. Fuck. So of course in the actual movie she hits the chicken pie like, damn it, how the fuck do you dodge it? I think she's like guaranteed to hit you regardless, to be honest. Damn it. Fuck. Oh, did she finally miss one? That's nice. Yellow birds throwing axes. Fuck, fuck, come on, come on. Ah! You get stunned, so you have to like have it a little more lined up. It seems like I can like dodge some of it, but... Or maybe it's like... Huh, yeah, it's weird. It's like certain areas it seems like it misses it. Yeah, I don't really get the... I don't get the logic behind it really that much. Maybe she just reset from hitting something? Perhaps. But yeah, so you just need to keep her from reaching the top until you come back to the farm, and then... Only when you're going left or right. Yeah, it's weird, because like you can't go left or right to dodge it. It's just, it seemed like the outskirts specifically is when to dodge it, even if you stayed in the straight line the whole time. But yeah, the best thing Mr. Tweety ever did here is right here. Just closing the door like fucking I'm out. I ain't doing that. Just to be fair, there's nothing he could have done to prevent that. And obviously, as he says here in a moment, like he points out that that chicken was always plotting something. And as she gets mad, but then he just pushes the door over on her, which is like the biggest boss move ever. Finally stands up for himself. This is the perfect way to do the scene. Yeah. To be honest, for a licensed game, like, I mean, I have my issues with it. I think the egg stuff, like I said, is kind of annoying. That's just all front loaded at the end of it, which is something I really didn't care about too much as a kid. Of course, I cared more because like I would get caught more as a kid because I'd be too stingy and like not as good at the game. Likewise. Some of the mini games are kind of hit or miss on the difficulty. Like something like RNG wise annoying with them. Other ones, it's just like some of them are probably more difficult than they need to be. Well, not probably. I'll say they are. They are more difficult. First, look at that. I've saved 400 chickens in this game. Founded by the Oliver twins. Do 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 do. Additional programming. Ian Bird. So shout out to the birds. Birds really are the ones that save the day here. But yeah, I think the game does, like, so I mentioned the complaints, obviously the audio where it cuts out like all the fucking time, but I think the game does pretty well about expanding. Oh, 1,284 chicken pies were eaten during the development of this game. That's fun. It's pretty great that that pops up as soon as you say 400 chickens were saved in the stream. No chickens were harmed. Well, almost no chickens, yeah. 1,284 chickens were harmed, but we saved 400, so really math works out for us at the end of the day.
We were surrounded by cherries. Lovely weather out there, though.
So we got all the gold medals, of course. Pretty pog. All the different movies. So if you wanted to keep like a 100% run where you didn't lose anything, I guess you could like just do it and then like use level select at the end to pick up the last cutscene by failing the end of Act 1. I'm gonna go into Act 3 specifically because the idea here is I want to get caught by Mr. Tweedy and showcase what that looks like for the game, and then from that point I'll end the stream. I guess while that's happening, fucking what the hell? No, don't make me do that. I didn't mean to do the actual fucking minigame. I meant kind of like just put me in the part of the game that lets me do that. I guess begin Act 3. Okay, cool, fair enough. But yeah, I think the game does pretty well about incorporating the plot of the movie into the game, and I think also that the it does expand it decently. Like it makes sense that the chickens would be trying to scheme ways to escape. And it's kind of weird because like it's very clear with at least some of the ways of escaping. Like they are actually working. It's just they're not working like en masse. You know what I mean? Like it's not saving everyone. So very odd. Anyway, here's what happens when we get caught by Mr. Tweedy.
No chicken escapes from Tweedy's farm.
I liked the fact, um, I like the fact that the spotlight was like going on him there during that cutscene. So like the in-game physics of like the spotlight going back and forth still took effect, and I've never noticed that before. What what I did miss in this is the chopping block from the movie intro. Oh yeah, where they killed the chicken. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. That was a good scene. Really raised the stakes, of course, but yeah. So that's like everything, I guess. So quit the game. I'm gonna showcase trophy wise, since like I mentioned earlier to you that this was like a largely trophy hunting channel. But yeah, I think I'm probably gonna cut a lot of this end bit out of the stream when I end up uploading it to YouTube. That's fine. Might as well do the quick sign off, I guess, because we winded down. I think well enough. Thanks to everyone who's shown up before. I guess before anything else happens, let me plug my Discord. Feel free to join or don't. There's no very small amount of pressure. I was gonna say no pressure, but I guess even mentioning it is a tiny bit of pressure. But very little amount, it's fine. Some people don't use it, and some people don't want to join it, but it is what it is. But yeah, thanks the people that showed up. David, who I'm not convinced it was a real person, but followed me anyway, so that's cool. If you're real, I'm sorry for doubting you're real, but you came in, you followed like 30 seconds into the stream starting, which you wouldn't have even gotten the notification yet, especially because you're not following it. Then you just sent a DM that says, "Hey, what's up?" That's and then said nothing else, and then left very shortly after. So I'm not really sure how to feel about that. If you're real, then cool. Thanks for following. If you're not real, then it doesn't matter anyway what I say. But yeah, thanks to Binary Rivet for following, obviously as well, chatting, still here. That's cool. Big fan of that. Thanks for the bits as well and the sub, very much appreciated. Thanks to the Twitch channel, the official Twitch thing, for adding additional bits onto the bits that Binary sent. Thanks for paying me, I guess, eventually. Thanks to Mary for showing up earlier, chatting for a little bit. That was pretty cool. And Cerberus as well. Thanks for the raid, Cerberus, and chatting as well. I think that's everyone. Of course, thanks to bots are real too. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, you're right. Thanks to Stream Elements for really fucking holding everything together with all the dumbass commands and shit I got. The real homie. Uh, thanks to anyone who's been lurking either before, now, or after. Watches it later, either here on Twitch or YouTube. Which is, yeah. Maybe I'll cut everything out except for this like finale part, like where I do the sign off. But yeah, I might as well do a raid. Maybe we might as well just raid Mary who came in earlier. That works. She's playing Bloodborne, so feel free to stick around for that if you want. If not, that's cool too. Uh, yeah, I understand some people they're just here for one type of content and they fucking nope out. Sometimes I do that too. But yep, I'm gonna raid old Scary Mary. I'll say her audio might be bad. I don't know if it is this time around or not. So keep that in mind. If it is, I'll make fun of her. But yeah, anyway, catch everyone next time. Do. Probably be streaming around the same time, like in 2 or 3 days or something. Probably do more Chicken Run. Maybe not. It's either Chicken Run or Deathloop. But yeah, catch y'all later.